question. I want to know, as you may have seen the title, who is after Peter Obi's life? We need to know, because Peter Obi is already, giving some clues that people are making they're asking him to do some things, or they're asking him to succumb to whatever. And if he's not going to succumb, then it may even cost him his life. What offers are they making to Peter Obi? Now, Peter Obi, I want to say to you, your life is not just for you alone. Nigerians have been behind you, from north to south, east to west, and we are all angry about what is going on. So we need to know. Please, Peter Obi, reveal to us who is after your life, because you're already talking about they are threatening you, or they are making offers that if you refuse, it could cost you your life. Anyone that goes or touches Peter Obi is touching not just him or his family, is touching the whole nation. That's why I'm making this call. Everybody should ask. We need to know who is after Peter Obi's life. Who is making an offer to him? Is it by force? You said you have what it takes to rule Nigeria. You have what it takes to govern the nation. Why don't you go ahead and show to us that you have what it takes? Emi Lokon and all the wicked people that you have surrounded yourself with. And now Peter Obi is already offering, telling the nation that should anything happen to him, we should not relent in the fight for a new Nigeria. I want to know, who are those people after Peter Obi's life? You touch Peter Obi, there will be fire in the whole nation of Nigeria. I am from the north. We are not going to let you have your way. Enough is enough of this vandalism. You're already robbing us. You've already stolen the election. And you went to court. You told us to go to court, went to court, and then you bribed the judges, and they messed up justice. There's no justice in Nigeria. And now Peter Obi is telling the world, telling Nigerians that there's an offer that is being made. And I don't know whether that's alleged, but I believe that it's not a rumor. So I'm saying, if anything touches the hair of Peter Obi, there will be fire from north to south, east to west. Then you will know that it's not only people from the southeast that are supporting Peter Obi, it's the whole nation of Nigeria. And you will know, you touch Peter Obi and you touch fire. And I want to say to you, Peter Obi, you're not just there for yourself. We know that you're a selfless person. You're there. You're prepared to even lay down your life for the people. But we don't need you to lay down your life now. People are going to lay down their lives for you, but nobody's hair will be touched. These wicked people, they are the ones that must be chased out. They don't have what it takes to govern this nation. That's why they are threatening, but we are not going to listen to their threat. Enough is enough. This robbery must stop. This wickedness must stop. This evil must stop. And so I just had to do this quick video to sound a warning to those people that are threatening Peter Obi's life. You touch him, and you know what is happening in Rivers State will be like child's play to what is about to happen in Nigeria. This is a warning. Every Nigerian, be alert. If you have any information on what is going on, what the plans are, leak them, expose them now before these charlatans, these wicked people that are there to rob this nation of that which God has blessed us with. Enough is enough. And we know nothing will happen to Peter Obi. Peace. Thank you very much. This is your friend and brother, Dr. Haruna Goro. So you have
so yesterday, indeed, Mr. Peter Obi did the X space he was going to do, and he did it from 7 p.m. to 10:48 p.m. was when it rounded up, and it was quite a conversation. Some of it heavy, some of it emotional, some of it light, and all of that. And I think what I'll just try to do is to look at everything that he talked about and sort of like maybe just talk about those different things. And very first one I'm going to talk about here is on the issue of where he's talking about if anything happens to him, if he's killed, if they do anything to him, that people should not give up, people should continue, people should not, just keep on the fight and not give up. And he also talked about the fact that he is not going anywhere. He is going to be here. He's not going to give up. So just listen to him.
Please continue. I tell people this. If you hear that anything goes wrong with me, do not join them. They will come with intimidation, they will come with fear, they will come with everything. But that will not bring change. What will bring change is that we will remain together. They will remain together. It's not that when they jail this man or kill this man, everybody runs away. I'm not going to run away. I'm in it, and I'll remain in it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's really quite heavy. And when you hear those kind of words and you're thinking, what are the things that are going on? But citizens are together on this, and if there's one thing that has really united Nigerians in a very long time, I think is the person of Mr. Peter Obi, and he's one person who has shown courage, who has been there. He's one person that is not going to. He will not. Of course, he will not going to put anybody in any. Like want anybody to shield him or anything like that. He is always someone who is courageous, who has shown to have the tenacity to stay on, and that's something that is quite commendable. And we continue to be vigilant. That's just the thing. We continue to be vigilant. We refuse to be intimidated in our own country. We refuse to be suppressed and oppressed in our own country. We know that this country belongs to every one of us, and we all have rights as citizens in this country. And so we'll stay on. We'll stay on this track. At the end of the day, die not die. Now only one die we get. And anyhow we that die come, now so that die could be. So nobody's going to live here forever. You either die hiding under your bed, or you die fighting. That's it.
Solar doesn't.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Greetings. Highly favored. Welcome. Chiji, Obi, welcome. Good to have you guys. I'm sure you guys listened to Peter Obi yesterday. So there was a lot of takeout from his video. I was opportune to be on one of the spaces today, and you need to hear what Agbado people. Man, see, it's not worth it to have the energy of hate or to detest. I'm telling you, it's a poison. It's a poison. These people actually think that Peter Obi is doing it, he's just making noise, he's just talking, he's just trying to do, he wants everybody to know him and see him, they think that Peter Obi is just bragging. And then some of them are lying. Now they came to the space yesterday and they refused to give them mic. When on separate occasions, the hosts were calling specifically people who were not obedient to calling. The only person that I think managed to call in was somebody who said he was going to join the APC. And Peter Obi responded by saying, nope, it's not going to happen. He's an opposition. That's the role he's going to play. You understand? My own thing is this. If they like hope, let them spin whatever news they want to spin. Let them propagandize, because that's their way. Is their modus operandi. But you see, one hair should not fall from Peter Obi's body. One hair must not drop from the man's body. If they like, may they lie, may they talk with they want to, but may they if they touch, may they not even mistake touch am or near the man. Because they're not only the people they go need to contend with go come from all angles, from the north, from the south, from the east, from the west. They think say na play. Me just dey sound my alarm for here. All the balablus, bulabas, agbadonians, they feel dey craze for head. But you see that their craze, make dem not try am near Peter Obi. The man dey do him own jeje nje. He just dey do him own. Una thief the mandate, he no talk. Judiciary support una, he no talk. Even the police, everybody, army, everybody quiet. The man dey do him own, dey go jejely. He dey touch lives, dey go jejely. He no follow una, he no antagonize, he no do anything. Make una leave am. That's all. Make una just leave the man. Because na the man na dey hold many people. Na that man na dey calm people spirit. Today, you need to get from different spaces. People were saying, it was so refreshing. People that had stopped talking about after the election when they stole it, like in March, not be March, they take Tifam, I mean, I made they take swear, in March, they take swear more Balablu in for around 3 a.m. All the people, when they don't cancel, then they don't wash their hands, say, no, we no do again. All of them came back on spaces today, saying that just hearing Peter Obi was like he refreshed their soul. He pumped them up. That's what a true leader does. That's how you know a true leader. This man will they carry like egg. The only hope of Nigerians right now. Una not fit use this one live do kalo ma tell una announcements. Una no go fit o. This one na meat when they know they fit chew. Not try am. Una not try am. Una not touch am. Una not touch him family. Una not touch Ahmed Dati. We hear say una dey do Ahmed Dati. Una dey pinch Ahmed Dati. Una go dey do something funny with his food. No, una not touch these people. These people are going to remain fish bone in your necks forever. That's it. Now say una wan become president. Now say you no come. Now turn. People they come out, they talk that time last year. He has the brains, the strategist. We don't need his body, it's his brain we need. Brain don't show now. He kaput. 7 months, people have been suffering. Worse, their situation don't worse. 68 and a billion, trillion, now they take the pack money. Trailer, now they take the pack money. Everybody sit down, they look. My own be someone not even pack all the money come out. It's okay. Mona pack, no one knows say we are starting from scratch all over again. But Mona not take on frustration. I can't make mistake. Mona not come make mistake because right now everybody eye dey shine for Peter Obi body now. All of us we are watching. We've become vigilantes for Peter Obi. We don't become vigilante. So Mona no craze miss road by mistake. Say one thing. Una by mistake cross go that side. E no go funny. E no go funny. Everybody dey shout. We don dey shout since. Nigerians are docile. Nigerians are docile. This matter una go shock o. That docility go disappear. E be like say una no know. Na this man na dey calm people down. If una know wetin good for una no even look for in trouble. Even if he abuse una, una leave am. They no dey beat pikin, tell am how to cry. Una leave this man jeje. Una no touch am. Because when una touch am, una no know wetin this thing fit turn to. If you go just bring about the end of Nigeria. I'm telling you people, this is how desperate people are gotten. Una no know say na this man na him dey help una. Now, one person asked her yesterday the bold question: when are we hitting the streets? I sure say una hear, una listen, all the balablus. All of una can't listen. All of una when you get burner account, una can't listen yesterday. More na bring una own come out, make come talk for space now. More see, more test something. All of una when you get something to say about my president, they yarn up at her. Intentionally deaf. Turn una ear off. They try to misinterpret everything when they talk. Una carry una bala blue come out. Make come talk to people for only 1 hour. No we hear. We wan hear something. Una no go fit. I dey hear some of una dey talk today for lives, for spaces. Una dey talk, e be like say the una dey pepper una for body because the man get the popularity. E dey pepper una. E be like say the man dey irritate una. Una no see anything. If una let me una dey irritated, anyhow una wan be, but una no, if una touch am, pack am like this, e go funny. E go be like movie for una eye. This one when everybody dey quiet, dey look at una, no go know when una go turn something off on for people brain. Una dey there, una dey there dey fool una sef, dey say yes, na we dey. Everybody na turn by turn. All people una dey support today, dem no go dey there forever. All of them don old finish. No be one get collapse the other day na malaria, I say e get. Very unhealthy people, dem no kukuma dey take care of themselves. See the one wey dey Abuja, e be like who dey bleach. We no know wetin dey do am, whether na kidney problem o, whether we no know. It's like a shadow of himself. No matter the expensive cloth wey dem dey wear, e no dey show. Spray the most expensive perfume, e no dey show. Dem still be like gutter people. Anything wey una wan do, if una like una thief for the money, but you see this Peter Obi, na that one me come talk for here. Una no touch the man, e go be like film trick. Me dey come na one, I come warn una. I no get power o, I no get power of my own. Na warning be this. I follow join Dr. Haruna to warn una. Make una leave my president alone. Okay? Make una leave am. Make una dey thief una money. We have become opposition right now. It's official. It is official. Okay? We've been gingered. We go fight this fight till the very. Our children must not suffer this suffer when we dey suffer. They must not suffer this suffer. They pick dustbin where they're supposed to dey ride on horses. E no go happen. Una hear? Na only time. Una no go dey there forever. Nobody know whether everybody go complete wake up tomorrow. As all of una gather for there, dey thief all the billions, all the trillions. All the people wey don thief before now, when they hide am inside the concrete floor for floor of their homes, bedroom, everywhere, they not kpai leave the money. No be we see that they go dey dig people homes and they see old cash. Na today gather all the money una wan gather. Na another person go come chop am. So be they say they wan release another money from na every two market days na im about to release money. E be like say still dey alive somewhere. Every day na they send us pocket money, another $150 million. Meanwhile, with the person when they suppose to release the money to, that one say no, make they give am 30 million cut. Oh, Nigeria. Welcome, CCO, welcome. Make una thief the money, anything una like, una dey do. Now, una get power. This one now use the opportunity to prove people wrong. All the abuse when we dey abuse. Now, una say, okay, we are going to prove these people wrong. We are going to show them that we are capable. 7 months, people are crying. Una dey buy motor. Insensitivity of the highest order. Gluttony, greed. Now they thief money, they pack am with Ghana must go back. They pack everything. As if una go carry, as if na last day for this. Look, all this thing is temporary. Very soon, I go comot for there. Una no go live forever. Time go reach to be time up. When the owner of life come collect, una no go fit argue am with am. So una continue. You see this fight, we have been gingered once again. I thank God for my president. He said every quarterly, now go dey come show for us. We ready with am. We start gidigba behind them like a rope tree. We go nowhere. We have become officially opposition, bumper to bumper. Okay? All of una one artist say na only una get craze. Peter Peter Obi say me all of us as Nigerians work together. Now only who get sense na go fit work together. If you no wan get sense, you feel say wetin the word when they talk dey pepper you for ear, dress. You fit dress go one side. Maybe people when they wan do the work, when they do the work. Not by force. We don't have to love each other to work together. If you are interested in moving the society forward and you want it to move forward, we fit talk. But if you try to come turn am into political affair, because they talk say wanti omo, you will lose everybody. You will lose everybody. Una just leave Peter Obi for us. Una just leave am. Una comot hand and eye for that man body. Me, I happy say the man come talk am yesterday. Make all of us know. May we call una out. Because we are not in the 1900s. When we say all our good leaders, when it's supposed to fight for us, when we say we for not dey position where we dey today, all of una sell them out, make dem kpai them. Because na modus operandi be that. But this one, so we put eye for a body like hawk. See as eagle eye be, na so our eye be on Peter Obi and America and their families. One are not trying am. E no go funny. I'm not saying that just talk. Everybody is looking for something that's going to trigger. Once it trigger, I know if it quench the fire. No amount of equipment go get go fit stop this rain. Una just respect to myself. Una dey thief, wobiliki wobia. Una dey eat for front, dey eat for back. When kuma na go be una end last. With all the eat una dey eat, una go fit toilet. E no dey last. Welcome to happy Monday to you. Good to have you guys. Because that's all these Nigerian politicians know. To destroy. No pass. Now their MO be that. As if now they be the owner of life. Anything when they don't want, if they see a person they do good thing, they go irritate them. They say hey, this person just they do over sabi. Useless people. This is the time for you to prove to Nigerians that indeed you meant well and your desire is to do good for the people. This is the time. But 7 months, you guys haven't done jack. Nothing. Matter of fact, you have heaped on the sufferings of the people. You've made their situation even worse. Once when you get work before they don't call Kukuma get again. Now they claim so now they go look for investor. How many people for this world you say they go look for investor? If you clean your house, maintain your house, your investors will come. No. Now they go beg, bambialas. Now beggy, since you enter office, beggy up and down. I beg now, bring your company to Nigeria. I beg now, don't run away. Hell, what a shame. What a shame. I beg, no, I leave the company first. When we discuss, we will give you anything one I like. Shameless people. Go they beg. You go Dubai, una carry all the money when people they pay. I had earned money of people. I take carry, go they do item 7 for Dubai with 1,400 people not belong there. It's a matter of time. All this charade go soon collapse. Now here we did. We go bring and come here talk about. CCO says if Obi was corrupt, he would have accepted offers at ministerial post all this while and more. Yeah, he would have. He would have. Who wants? Do you know the kind of pressure this man is going through? He even said it. They offered him. Anybody that ever doubted that external bodies were not involved in trying to ensure, in trying to get themselves involved in our affairs. Now we know that they bribe him with all manner of things. They give him all manner of juicy. He refuse now that they hunt. May they not try him. May they not try him. This not be 1954. May they not try him at all. Now 2024 we did. People when they say they get strategist. He beat Lagos. Smelly Lagos. filthy place. E beat Lagos, e beat gutter full everywhere. People dey live next to gutter. E beat Lagos, e beat Lagos. Nothing to show for it. Do it now. You did. E beat Lagos, e beat Lagos. Make e do am now. Make e repeat wetin e do. E no fit. Engine don knock. Who do you people think you are fooling? Na here we dey. You guys don't like to hear the truth. When people will talk, we go dey pepper una because you guys know you una shit for church use Bible clean yash. Na wetin una do be that? Look at the kind, you cannot see better candidates with all the educated so-called that una claim. Una no see one wey get normal sense present. Abeg you make we hear word. All me I know be say make I no touch my own president o. E no look for person trouble. See am, e no dey look for trouble. E no dey look for trouble. Na wisdom the man. E just dey go im own jejely. Na wisdom e take, e dey apply for everything wey e dey do. E no dey look for una trouble. E even talk am, e say I'm not desperate. Wetin pass this one again? E say e no desperate to be president. Say make una take. E no desperate. E wan make the country work. Wetin pass that one again? He even talk say we don't even know if he's going to. He's not even interested in running or anything like that. He just cares about having the right leadership. That's all the man cares about. Isn't it obvious for you guys to see? Your gluttony, because you people are corrupt. I heard somebody say on one of the spaces that Nigerians are corrupt in the blood. Nigerians are. Now say, speak for yourself. Oh, everybody that is corrupt, they should speak for their blood. Please. Don't use your own to stain other people's own. Some of us who don't know what corruption is, we never participated in it. Okay? It was tough for us. So don't use your own to rub off on our own. If you were corrupt, your blood is corrupt, your parents were corrupt, all the people around you were corrupt, speak for them. Not everybody is like that. When you see somebody that does not have that, he has not stained himself with corruption, you people will be angry, go dey pain una for body. Who force una? Anybody send una message to go thief wetin no belong una to una? Anybody force una make una not live good life, live life to be admired? Is there anybody that force you people not to? When I am the man, he not look for any trouble. Anybody, any person trouble. Now him own is suffering they do. You don't come do wetin he want do. He's moved on. He don't tell una he no dey desperate to be president. Which wetin una wan hear again? He to say na troublesome man. Every day na for dey follow una drag am. Every day una go dey hear from am. He go dey cry for market square. Dey cry everywhere. The man is not. What more do you want from him? You should leave him alone. Leave him alone. Nonsense people. Evil. They don't teach all these small children when they come up. They don't teach them bad things.
Peter Obi, while speaking in a Twitter space yesterday, where thousands tuned in to hear from him and asking questions, he was asked by one man to join the APC and head their economic team. Since he wants a Nigeria that works for everyone, he should use his ideas and implement those ideas within the APC government. Before we hear the exchange and the epic response from Peter Obi, why do Nigerians have this kind of logic? Why should an experienced driver, someone who knows the job, who knows how to drive a vehicle, be made to sit in the passenger seat to direct an inexperienced driver to drive a vehicle? Who will enter such a vehicle? Why is it in politics that people always go for inexperienced people and expect them to hire experienced people to do the job? Why not elect someone that is experienced to do the job in the first place? Why is he not good enough to do the job of a president, but is good enough to do the job of leading the economic team? Another way of looking at this strange logic is, imagine three people are vying for the position of a managing director in a company, and eventually the least experienced candidate is chosen by the board of directors. They quickly realize that they made a mistake, that the man is running down the company, that he doesn't know the job. Instead of firing him to employ a very experienced candidate to do the job, They go to the back, invite that experienced candidate and tell him to advise the least experienced person. How does that work? It's only in politics that people have this logic in Nigeria, because no Nigerian company will allow this. If the managing director of a company is not competent, he will receive the hammer immediately. They will fire him. Yes, that's how a serious company will handle it. But in politics, there are very few options left for the citizens to sack an incompetent politician. After the incompetent politician scales the hurdles of elections and litigations that come after them, or in this case, he successfully hijacks the entire process, INEC officials, the judiciary, the police, the army, everything. The next option for the citizens is when he's seeking for re-election. So let's even assume that there are some people who genuinely believe that Tinubu is competent. What will they do next time when he presents himself for re-election? Will they say, no, you are incompetent, we are not voting for you, we are voting for the right person who will do the job, who will sit as the driver and employ like minds to do the job of making Nigeria work for everyone? Or will they say, yes, we will reward you because you have done a good job, despite knowing that he has made Nigeria worse, that Buhari handed over a bankrupt country to them? But look at their lives. Look at the convoy of Tinubu in Maiduguri. They are not living the life of people who their bank accounts are in the red. Let's hear the guy's question and Peter Obi's response.
Would it be out of place, since you're not able to become the president, to offer hand of fellowship to work in this administration to make it work and make it better for what you want it to be? Now,
That's exactly what I'm doing by being in opposition.
Okay,
For a system to work, you must be able to have an effective alternative everywhere in the world, even in your private business. You must have an alternative. That the reason why you're seeing America, Britain, the first world develop is because they have an effective opposition. One of the things that have killed Africa is not having effective opposition, because everybody is lumped into one. That's what I'm providing now. I can show you places where things would have gone wrong and people said, no, listen, Peter Obi will oppose this, or this person will oppose this. That is exactly what I'm doing now. That's why I'm even advocating that we have to either go back to parliamentary system or have a near parliamentary system where whenever there is in the parliament, anywhere, when it's presidential questions time or prime minister's question time, he answers it himself, not subletting it to somebody we didn't elect. So I'm doing that. And when I was governor, I tolerated that. Go and ask people like Dr. Chris Ngige and everybody. I allowed them to criticize what I'm doing. That's the only way to work.
Okay, so let me add to this, sir. If you are heading the economic team of this administration, largely the economic team churns out policies that are people-oriented and people-friendly, Your Excellency, sir. If someone like you, with your knowledge, heads the economic team, trust me, whatever you want to do for Nigeria will be in place and it will be passed. So why not be in the ruling party and leaving the opposition now that it does not work?
No. It would be wrong. It would destroy the system. Because let me tell you, what I'm saying now might look easy, but every leader has his own purpose and his own time. The people today, I'm not saying they don't have the best of ideas. Yes, they have a lot of professors, they're wonderful people, but I will not drive this vehicle called Nigeria the same way. When I talk about things, I talk about cutting costs and everything. My brother has been governor. It wasn't easy for a lot of my colleagues to do what I'm doing. I've also been, if you don't know, it's not just being governor. I've also been bank chairman in this country, where I was the only bank chairman who was not living in their land. I lived in a place called Festac. And I come to meeting, and I remember the bank telling me, you have to do this and everything. So people think I started this. If you go to the bank where I was chairman, Fidelity, go there, I turned down chairman's vehicle. They wrote me a letter and told me, you're entitled to this type of vehicle, Range Rover, Mercedes 500. I said, no. As at that time, I drive Peugeot. I said, my Peugeot will bring me here, and I will do this job and go. I did not borrow 1 naira from them for 1 day. I said, I am not here. We're here to manage people's money. So we have different lifestyles. What I'm doing now is what I want to do for the country to be good. And it is better where I'm offering it. And I've said it alternatively. When they do things, that's what makes a system work.
Peter Obi also has a response to Akpabio. Remember when he said in a forum that Peter Obi wouldn't have won Lagos State and Ebonyi State without rigging?
There was no way you could have won Lagos or Ebonyi State if not by rigging. Your Excellency, what are your thoughts on this? Thank you.
I don't like joining issues with people. You know, the Senate president is an uncommon Senate president. Everything about him is uncommon. So I like doing things with common people, not uncommon people, because I'm not one of that. Because you shouldn't even be talking about birthday party in a country like this today. You saw what I put up an advert during my birthday that people should not come for anything and should not do drinks and do anything. Instead, whatever they have, they will give me or think about me. They should give it to the poor people around them. And that's what I've been doing. That's what I'm telling people. Even in this Christmas, I've told people I'm not celebrating Christmas. I'm not celebrating anything. And I didn't even buy cards. I'm going to send people WhatsApp message. Everything that I have to spend, I'm going to use it. I have about 6 nursing schools and hospitals that I intend to visit. Can you imagine that there's a bomb in Nigeria that killed over 80 people and several others injured, and the hospital that is less than 2 hours drive from Abuja, and we're celebrating, and nobody has visited those people. No senior member of government has been there. If it happens in any other country, because of the circumstances, from the president, vice to Senate president, they will visit there. They will show remorse. It calls for not celebrating. I didn't go out yesterday because I lost somebody I consider a well-meaning Nigerian patriot, Ezife. And that's how it should be. We have students from Akwa Ibom, where the Senate president is, who are still held in captivity because they were going to do youth service and they're kidnapped. Their parents are still looking for their children. They're still crying. And we celebrate. But like I said, my brother Babio is an uncommon person. And when a common person talks, common people keep quiet. I'm a common person. I respect his office. I respect him. I wish him well. You know, I won the election, not just in Lagos and Ebony. I won the election in Nigeria. If not because, again, it's an uncommon place. It's an uncommon country. And that's what you get. Uncommon people are there because they did uncommon things. Thank you.
Welcome, Romari, my darling. Victory, welcome. He really is an uncommon criminal. Victory is an uncommon man. Uncommon criminal. All of them. Uncommon. Useless people. Useless people. Up and down the place. 7 months gone. Exactly. 7 months gone, and these criminals have not achieved a thing. Not a dang thing. They will not. There's nothing to achieve. They can't. Where is the brain? Where is the vision? No, nothing. Akorofo, empty, empty. Sawdust. 9 days there. Sawdust. Look at $1 to naira. Look at pounds to naira. See euro to naira. Meanwhile, they are sending Nigerian students back with poor grades from London. All the money when they pay till that time they go refund them. No. See the way that they treat Nigerians. Countries they right say they not make people their citizens not visit Nigeria. countries dey write their citizens, dey put out notices. Citizens don go to Nigeria o. 7 months Nigeria turn to den of, e be like dangerous, most dangerous place to be on earth. 7 months alone. Abeg na now I dey see something jega, whether na be jega dem dey call am. All these people, I'm just getting to know them. They come out, they say, make Nigeria divide now. I'm like, what's this one talking about? You know, una suffer never start. What are you talking about? Are you not part of the problem? Now you dey call for wetin dem dey call am? What was he even calling for? Some type of division of Nigeria. Now the thing don dey enter there. Now all of them don dey feel am. When we were all shouting, fighting here, where was he? Where was he? Is Mahmoud not his brother? Why not go meet his brother for night? Tell am say, guy, not do anything, no. Not do anything, no. When kasala don burst now, e remain small. Make Agbado send their brothers and sisters to go fight war with their people for Niger. E remain small. This is what you get when you're only selfish and greedy and gluttonous. That's what you get. Useless people. Nobody can afford a bag of rice now. Is how much? A bag of rice. People even say they use tomatoes, they cook again, and onions. That they even they use pepper cook again. Look at fake drinks everywhere, fake drugs, fake drinks, fake everything. Since this man enter, everything he himself fake. So the country now na fake. Which country intercept bags of shipment of cocaine when they send go their country? Senegal, be one of these countries. The thing don dey go move up and down within Africa because of Balabu. Na a major work with that, with all his boys. Seychelles not ban Nigerians recently. Abeg you, they just start. Na here with the opposition, we move. We will oppose this thing very well, very strongly too. We will come and give them bumper to bumper. Anybody wey wan join together fight, make we get the country back, we are more than welcome to. But not come here come disrespect or gaslight anybody, because it will not be tolerated. You fit go where you feel you are allowed to gaslight, but here you're not. I go checkmate your papa if you by mistake make am. I'm all for us fighting for what's our common goal, make the country for good for everybody. You want to be doing your thing in your corner so that we all find freedom to be doing our thing in our corner. But you're not gonna come out gaslight. It will not be entertained. Lie, it will not happen. It won't fly. Yeah, I saw that they're having a meeting again and demanding for Bazoum to be released, right? They're asking for restructuring. Hey, God will bless you, victory. They're asking for restructuring. Restructuring, fire them for there. Now their eye clear. Useless people, useless. Their suffer never full. The cup of their suffering. Not be mistake. How many mistakes? When Buhari mistake by many people, where was the outrage? Where was the outrage? They grease each other palms. They don't sell out to the highest devil now. Everybody don dey scream. They might still go into Niger. The ECOWAS Criminal Court has ordered. Yeah, that's what I heard. I'm telling you, they carry yes, I see that one. CCO, I see am. 75-year-old woman. Hey God. But you know, not be today that thing start o. Not be today o. Na this Baba era, Balabu era. Na age mates dem. Their category dem. There many when they do that thing that time. And they go dey recruit many of them now. Make they come dey carry for them. They recruit young people and older people, make they carry for them. Useless people. Well, I don't para finish. Oh, I just came here to announce on my own platform. Muna not touch Peter Obi. Muna leave am. Oh, man not do na anything. Na help you wan help una say una no want to help. He rest. He no follow una drag. Muna suffer leave that man. Muna no say this one go just be one sided. E go be una go bow. Everywhere go scatter. Muna just leave the man. Na fish bone for una neck, the biggest bone of all. Na there e go dey. Nothing una fit do about am. Nothing. All una gali muna no do am near Peter Obi, because una go turn something on for people brain if una try am. If una no already know, una know the kind man wey Peter Obi be, no be ordinary man. Una try am, una go turn something on. Una wan test the microphone, una fail by mistake. Make one hair, make we just hear say one hair fall for a body. Na that time una go know. Na that time una go know. Abeg, anybody wey get anything wey wan add, make come enter studio. Me, I don talk my own finish. I don para finish. That's it. My para ends here. Ah, I lis ten to when I lis ten to Peter Obi for space yesterday. Sometimes I cry when dey talk. Dey talk say, you know, because he refuse to accept wetin dem wan give am, the threats and I con dey imagine wetin dis man go don dey go through. I con just dey imagine, the thing just make me well up with tears. I say which kind human beings be dis? What kind of people are dis, for goodness sake? Dis man's soul is yearning to fix the country. My God, abeg, what kind of evil people is dis? Because of money, greed, paper money. People wey una dey fight for, una dey work the money for, they don't even care about una. See as Mahmood president, anywhere e go for the world na so e dey take disgrace e dey take come back. Nobody dey even wan associate with am. E be like castaway. E be like person wey dem throway for one, like rag wey dem put for one corner. Everywhere e go, there's no charisma, nothing. Just make blur. Everywhere e go blur. You won't even know. E be like dots. My God. Abeg you. No, exactly. Victory, dem go find am tire. Anyway, this brings us to the end of the show. Can shut am down since nobody's coming into the studio. Very sad though, Sid. Very sad. Welcome, Sid. Very, very sad. I mean, at the end of the day, all me I care about is they shouldn't touch that man. They touched that man, they touched everybody. All this docility when we dey shout about, e go even turn something on for people brain. They need to know that if they are half as smart, if they're smart small, tengele, may they not try am. Yes, Peter Obi is that special. In case you are wondering, yes, he is. And go and hug the national grid that has blown up in Nigeria. You can go and hug it if you don't like to hear it. You can go and hug it because the man is a special being. You cannot, it's not everybody. This is not the 1920s and 50s where people did not have a say, where they were buying all our leaders. We not get waiting we fit talk. This one, all of us go enter inside one trouser together. Yeah, they intentionally they punish Nigerians. Exactly, CCO, exactly. Sid, welcome. Oh, I was almost shutting down. Sir.
Yeah, it's okay if you want to shut down. That's fine. Well done. And
Yes,
yeah,
so how
I
now?
just saw you. I'm good, good, good. Just been busy.
Yes,
Yeah,
so
and I just was responding to the
the
space.
you listen to the space, right? What was your takeaway? What did you think of it? It was quite overwhelming. A lot of emotions went through me yesterday.
Yeah. It's emotional. Like, okay, if I just extract myself from just the politics and I say, okay, if I'm Peter Obi's biological son, I'll tell him to leave this thing, just leave it, because like with Nigeria doesn't deserve this man, really. Like, this
They
man
don't.
is
Nigerians
like
don't. The
it's
man
like
is too
we don't
good for
understand.
Nigeria.
Yeah, like we don't understand what we have just missed. Like it's a man that has empathy. He
Nigeria
has,
does not deserve a lot of people. A
you
lot of
know,
people,
ma-
empaths. They don't deserve
many
empaths.
of the leaders in Nigeria, they are there for, they are playing politics of, okay, he said it transactional, but he's thinking very much about like the common Nigerian. Basically, like, okay, what I'm going to do now, how does it affect how many people? He's Everything he's doing is in that dimension. And me, I was like, just leave it, Like at the end of the day, these people, Nigerians don't know what's good for them. So why do you want your children, your grandchildren, by God's grace, your wife, they need you. They need you. I'm saying I'm being selfish. Like, let him just he has done it. Okay, let him just go. In my own, because to be honest, it was very, very emotional just listening to him, you know, and he's at that point that, okay, if they want to kill me, then they kill me. That's okay. Like, just like Nigeria doesn't really deserve it. There's something he said, and I knew why. I said, the forces against him was a lot. When he said that, they call him to places overseas for him to negotiate. And that is, I said it in many forums. I said there are forces outside and there are forces inside. And they will, with the three candidates that we had, Tinubu, Atiku himself, they will come to negotiate. And that's where most African countries are sold out. So the person that is looking, desperate for power, he will negotiate anything. He will negotiate anything just to make sure they get power. But he could not, because if he negotiate, that means he's negotiating the resources of his people. So he was ready to lose instead of getting their money and their influence. Because when they call somebody like that overseas and say they will give you money and influence, they actually activate it, and you will see the election go the way they want it. But he still refused because he's a person of integrity. Look at a man that they cannot find anything on. A politician, Nigerian
Exactly.
politician. It's not possible. If APC had anything, they will find it now, because they're in government. Tinubu is in government now. If he can use anything to find what he needs to find, but they cannot. They cannot, because there's nothing there. There's nothing there. The man is like a plain book. So Nigeria has missed out big time, and it's very sad. All the things he's saying, in 6 months, this man would have cut cost, put us on an economic pathway. Everybody will be seeing it, even if things would have been hard. But you'll be seeing that, okay, we are going out of this tunnel. There's a roadmap out. He has a roadmap. He would have cut cost, put everything in play. You can look at how his brain is working. He knows exactly what the country needs. And now the thing is, everybody is biting everybody now. Asari Dokubo is shouting. Everybody is shouting. It is going to bite. There's no way, because they don't have a plan. And they think that they are doing him, Peter Obi. They are not doing him. He's comfortable. He's absolutely comfortable. Look at bombing Nigerians in the north. Who went there? Did any of them go there? The so-called Muslim ticket. Did they go there? Did they go there? None of them have showed up. They should go there.
Somebody on space showed up and was saying that Boko Haramists shirts showed up on the 7th of December to go and commiserate with the people in Kaduna.
Who is Shetima?
That he does not make noise, that's how he is. I just started laughing. I said, look at this
Shetima, I mean, does not make noise. If I
Eh?
mean, I do
That
they
why
think,
is it that when Peter Obi he's putting it out there, must he
no,
go and
it's
put
not
it out
the
there and say,
person.
look at you people, you're
You know, these
paying you
people,
people.
these people have got to their madness. The madness I see is that they see that we have seen light, and they say no, it's not light we have seen, it's darkness. A vice president, somebody that is a
Exactly.
vice president, if he moves, he moves with the media. Those people he's not a vice presidential candidate, he's now vice president. So he doesn't he moves with the presidential paraphernalia of office. It's the office that is moving, not him. It's no longer Shetima or it's no longer Tinubu. What moves is the presidency or the vice presidency, is the office. Do they think that we are all fools? So if the vice president goes to any state, the office has moved there, and he moves with every retinue of office. So he should be able to. If Shetima goes there, how will Shetima go there and not? It's not on news. How will it happen? Are they? Is it madness? It's not like that now. So they don't know what to do. Is Peter Obi's what Peter Obi is doing to them is, I will go there and communicate to the people. Then it will be obvious that you have not moved. The problem is that they can't move. What Peter Obi did is tactical. As he moves first, the government cannot move. Because
Exactly.
if the government moves, everybody will say you can follow Peter Obi. So that's the
Uh-huh.
problem. That's the problem. So it's better for them. Anything that happens that is not good, you better move quick, because Peter Obi will move there, because he moves
Exactly.
very fast. He will move very fast.
Exactly.
He will get there. He will talk to everybody. They will take pictures. Then you cannot come, because when you are coming, you are following him behind. He's setting the pace. So they need to understand the kind of, people have not understood what he means by playing opposition. So Peter Obi will teach us now what it means to play opposition, and that's why
Exactly.
we need to support him. We need to support
Yes.
him. People that are obedient and all that, we must support this opposition. Everything he's doing, we amplify it. You amplify it, because
Yep.
the more you do it, the more the Agbado people and APCs on the back foot, and they are playing catch up. So the more they are doing, they're playing catch up. And I just like the way he handled all these Akpabio people. He's
I
a
know.
common man. He's not uncommon. And the uncommon people, they like doing uncommon things. No, they don't understand who he is. So he needs to. The only thing is, they should not even attempt touching his hair. They should not touch it, because if they do that, that country will boil.
It
It
will
will.
just
What
burn
will
to the
happen? They
ground.
will never believe
It will
what will happen.
cease to exist.
So they should just leave him, because in anywhere in the world, if you touch opposition leaders or civil rights activists, it's always problematic. It's always very problematic. Nigeria will break off. West Africa will dismantle.
I'm
Already
telling you.
The West African guys, they are against Tinubu. That is very
Uh-huh.
obvious. He's not even
Exactly.
able to handle ECOWAS. ECOWAS has dismantled, because the other three nations, Senegal, Mali, and Niger, all of them, they have already formed alliance. Those boys have formed serious alliance right now.
Serious alliance.
Yes,
They've dropped French as
last
their.
2 weeks they created a pact. They
I'm
created a
telling you.
very strong pact, military
Yeah,
pact.
and they've dropped French as their lingua franca, which I
Yeah,
love.
yeah,
Hmm.
and then they are heavily supported by the Russians. That's
Yes.
another story. But now they're heavily supported by Russia, and they want to really build their economy, and they don't want any rubbish that happens across those borders. They will bring it down.
Yes.
Tinubu is,
I support them. They bring
Tinubu is
them
on his
down.
own. So Tinubu
Hmm.
cannot even go and say he will come and cause them problem. They cannot, because they are supported by Russians.
Yeah.
So there's a big problem. So the thing is that they should not attempt, you know, touching him. But I just felt it was a very, I mean, he's touching base, which he's doing, which they cannot, like, he's ahead of them. What he just did, this Twitter
Completely.
space, is basically communicating with his base, which is the Nigerian people. Keep,
Yes.
keep, keep, because for next 4 years, he needs to. If you notice, Atiku has fizzled out. If you notice, this is the only opposition now. That's the
Yep,
truth.
he has fizzled
That's
out.
eh,
Atiku made himself irrelevant now.
Atiku
And you know
cannot
what I like that Peter Obi
sustain.
said? He
Mm,
said that he's going to, next year, he's going to go all over the places he went to thank people.
mm.
That thing blow
That's the
my mind.
problem now. It's a major problem. What
I say
that
this
thing is
man wa
telling them?
share baba.
Yeah,
Wo I
that
dey
thing is
your
saying
back like Iroko tree.
that thing he's saying is basically, I'm going to start up my campaign. Basically, because immediately he steps into a city, you know, people will there will be mobilization. There will be mobilization, massive mobilization everywhere. And I'm telling you, by the time he does it, come and hit Lagos, the government will be seeing what is happening. They'll be seeing. So my problem is that they should not stop him, because these people are very evil. This the people we are dealing with, is an evil setup. Unfortunately,
Yep,
it's a setup that has no empathy for human beings.
yep,
They don't care. They don't even
yep.
care what as many people that died. They don't care. So he needs to. He needs to. There must be a lot of intelligence around his security. That's what I hope. And even for that, Baba Dati Ahmed talked about these threats and attacks last time he talked on
Guys,
Arise
please
News.
like. The likes are not
Guys,
so.
please.
Please like, keep
On
the likes up, I
Baba
beg.
Ahmed talked about it on Arise News. That he was almost abducted, and also Baba
Yes,
Ahmed, his school has been
they
also,
sanctioned his school,
yeah,
right?
sanctioned, and also these guys are facing a lot of personal loss. That's why I
Mm.
said it's emotional, because some people don't know. They say, "Oh, Peter Obi should carry placard, go on the street." You don't know what he has already suffered. You don't even
Hmm.
know what he has suffered.
The
People
losses he
just
has
come.
suffered, personal losses that we will never hear until he
Personal
writes
loss.
that book. Me, I must read
Yes.
that book. Oh.
No worry. When the book come and a bestseller now, number one,
Now,
you
best
will
say,
see.
yeah, we go rush him.
It will be causing problem. What he's going to be doing will be causing major problems, and for them, they will be having sleepless nights,
I'm
because
telling you.
you are dealing with an intelligent man, so they will be having
Yes.
sleepless
How
nights.
come only ballet? They go they
Because if you
dream
look
of
at
us.
if you
Hmm.
look at the political space now, which they want to run one party system, the obedience are not allowing them run the one party system.
Yep.
The obedience are not keeping quiet. The obedience are not
Mm-mm.
shutting down. And
Yep.
if you look at the whole opposition, all right, Atiku after election, after he has done his this thing, where have you heard him? He's done. He's done. Number one, he's an elder statesman. He's old. He's not mobile. All right. So,
Mm-hmm.
and the party he has a lot of infighting. His party is transactional. Most of them are working with Tinubu now, getting their lagers. They are moved on. So Atiku is in the lodge. He doesn't have a base. He doesn't have that organic base. So
Yes.
Obi has the organic base. So Obi's voice is consistent. Are you seeing? Does Atiku tweet again? He doesn't tweet now.
For
Hey, it's only
where?
election time was tweeting. The man that is doing
Yeah.
the tweeting, attacking issues, is the man on the ground. So basically, if you look at it, Obi is in the forefront of opposition. Is the forefront of opposition, because he needs to stay there, so that by the time we head to election, it will be very obvious that it's black and white. Black and white. That's what's happened. Then by the time we head there, you will realize that PDP may not even be existing, because there's a lot of problems there.
Is it even existing? See,
No,
Wike and
it's
Kubara.
existing on paper, but in terms of who will be leading it, there's no leading voice in the PDP.
Nothing.
So,
Nothing.
so Peter Obi, I was talking with, I think, Aisha the other time. I said, This is the moment for him to occupy a space. He needs to stay on that space. There's a vacuum, so he needs to stay on that vacuum. He doesn't need to shift. He must have parallel policies that are different from the government, and he must keep speaking, because if he doesn't speak again, then what they want to achieve is achievable. That means nobody's talking again. So they'll start
Exactly.
doing their own narrative. They want Peter Obi to shut up.
Yep.
They want him to be quiet. They don't
Mm-hmm.
want him to talk. But he needs to talk because he is the only voice of the people, and he's the voice of his party, and he's the voice of the opposition. And immediately you remove it, nothing else exists. Nothing else exists. So that's the only way. And he's the only person that other smaller oppositions can rally around.
Right.
Showore and the rest, they
Welcome,
just need
Oriyomi. Guys, please keep the likes going up. Oh. I know they
Showore
ask
and
for
the rest,
likes like this
they
before.
just need to
Eh?
align
I beg
themselves.
Mona not vex. Mona help me like am. Mona share. I beg. I beg. The likes are still pretty low.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
beg. Mona not vex. In case I make una vex, Mona not vex. I beg Mona like the show. Go ahead, my brother. Sorry.
So I no, it's okay. They need to like the show so that you can still, So I think
Yeah.
as much as possible, it was a very emotional space, and it is a space that is already, it has taken like that for the past few days now. Everybody has been agog listening to it, excerpts everywhere. People are listening to all he has said because opposition was in the space also. So he knew that opposition is in the space. So they are listening to him and picking on everything he's doing. But what he has just done is to say, I'm in charge of the opposition. I'm in charge of this space. I'm leading the charge. I'm communicating. I'm direct. That's what, if you look at, okay, the US politics, yeah, no matter everybody's talking, they know that the opposition to Biden is Donald Trump. There's no other so that talk is talk. Donald Trump has his base, and those his base, they are fanatical. They love him.
Exactly.
They love
Yep.
him. So
Yep.
even when they are doing debates, you don't see Donald Trump because he knows that when shows start, when shows start, he will be the man to beat in the Republican Party. He's the man to beat because he communicates to his base directly.
Hmm.
And if not that they
Yep.
banned him from Twitter, I think now he has been put back on Twitter. If not that
Yeah.
they banned him on Twitter, he's talking directly to his base. And that thing, Biden doesn't have that ability. Biden does. So one thing with politics and opposition is, yes, Obi is communicating to us, but he needs to keep his base alive. He needs to keep that his base hopeful, because most of the base is very young, and young people they move on easily. Like if this thing is not working, just look for other things and move on. So, but he needs to keep that hope alive. He
Right.
needs to keep that fire in their belly alive. And how does he keep it alive? When he talks, you will now say, oh man, this guy is correct. When he just talks of just different things he needs to do, you say, let's find a way to do this. Let's find a way that this guy will be pushed again. So he needs to see how to sustain it consistently for the next 3 years. And the way the government will be tanking and spoiling their own show, it will make people angrier, make people that normally would have voted APC to say, we cannot suffer this again. So there needs to be sufficient hunger in the land. Let people be hungry. Like now, people are very hungry. A loaf of bread that was 150 in 2009, currently now is about 2,000 naira. So that is who will buy bread. Companies are leaving. They are begging companies. They are going. And so the worst part is drugs. There's a lot of fake drugs now because the drug companies
Yes,
are
that
leaving
part.
Nigeria.
Ah, God.
So
Hey,
when the drug companies that should be producing drug locally in a country have said, you know what, we have checked out, bye bye, and they were saying no, they have not checked out. They have checked out. It's obvious.
yeah,
Who are they lying to? Now there's a lot of fake drugs, fake products. If you see a lot of fakes that are going on because manufacturing has stopped. So there's no more manufacturing. There's no more, manufacturing of local products. Importations they're frustrating importers because there's no forex for you can't and to do business in Nigeria is very bad because today the dollar is $100. Tomorrow the dollar climbs to 700. You can't plan now. As a businessman, you can't plan. So why would ShopRite be here? ShopRite will check out. ShopRite will check out. Everybody will check out because if you're a businessman, your ultimate plan is profit. So if I come in a place and spending too much on fuel because of subsidy issues, I was spending $1,000 a month for my fuel, and then it jumps from $1,000 to $2,500. What it means that your overhead cost is completely gone, and people want to buy the same product. They want to go into that shop, right, and buy milk for the same $10, but it can't happen. So you increase it or you sack staff. There's going to be catastrophe. And then you look at the bottom line. There's no profit. Get out. What are you doing there? Get out. And they are very glad that it went out. You go to Ghana, you go to other countries, and you make more profit. You go to other countries that there was a complaint. I think it's which African country? It's Kenya. Kenya had power outage for 48 hours, and people were vexing. People
yeah,
were mad on the streets. I said,
yeah.
look at this people. People have 3 months, 6 months, 6 months of fuel, no light in Nigeria. But Nigerians are comfortable. We just go with the flow. That is a big problem. That is a problem. We just go with the flow. Nobody comes on the street and say, we are tired of this. They're waiting for Peter Obi. Peter Obi has tried his best. He has tried his best. If I'm his father, or if I'm his son, if I say, Daddy, I beg, you know what? We love you. We love you. Can you stay around for us and our grandchildren? And tell us the
Peter Obi
stories
is a
of you.
stubborn man. You can tell. The man not be like person when, even if his children
That's
tell
why
him
they
that
call
one,
him Okute now. They call him Stone. You need a
the
sheep.
guy be like,
That's the
see,
problem.
but the guy is stubborn.
He's
Even if they
if you
tell
go
him,
and, if you go and
he
ask
talk
his
and
wife
say he
now,
not live how many years, but that man go live long. He nothing go touch
if
him. They no fit.
nothing
They
go to him
themselves no.
by God's grace,
Ah,
they won't
I,
touch him
I want
because
make his family still enjoy him. I beg.
yeah, because if you look at it, if you are his son or his daughter, he has 2 kids, and I think his daughter is I think getting married, I don't know. So
Yeah.
he needs to enjoy his grandchildren. His
Yes,
wife,
so
doesn't even like all this kind of thing. The woman wants to
at
enjoy her
all.
life. So if you are the wife of this man, won't you say, oh God, we need you here? These people are mad people. They don't care, they don't mind killing people. They're all occultic and very devilish. We need you here. I understand. I feel his personal sacrifice, but he's doing it for the good of a common Nigerian, for the good of somebody on the streets, for the good of a child. Look at people that were bombed. He went there. He gave them money. He commiserated with them. He felt their pain. And he can understand their stories.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the government of
He
the
can
day,
relate. He is relatable to them. They
the
can talk to
government of
him
the day is
and he can
creating party.
empathize.
He's doing party. Somebody is doing party. Doing party
In a stadium where people
in a
are
stadium.
hailing you.
61 years old. Party. Doing party for what? Spending money for what? That money they have borrowed. That is the shocker of all this. They go borrow money and they lavish it in your face. They lavish it in our face and say, you can't do anything. We'll do what we want to do. And so they know that Peter Obi will keep talking about it. And they want to
Yep.
shut him down. They want to find a way to shut him down. If If they know they cannot physically arrest him, because they know if you physically arrest this man, uh, there'll be too much heat. That the heat will come from all corners. The heat will come from all corners. People will be hot, and they may not be able to sustain it. Maybe they tried with NSAS, but this time around it will be very difficult because it's a combination of anger and hunger. That combination is what needs to rise seriously. Hunger, anger. Once the thing, form very well, and people will start responding. So I really, I felt emotional about the whole thing in terms of our miss. We have missed a very intelligent man that has empathy, and not that he's a messiah. He's not that he doesn't make mistakes. I didn't even expect that he would do heaven and earth, but I knew that he would create a roadmap that is very realistic. He will make a smart decision for Nigeria at all times. He will be able to curtail our costs of spending and just lay the right foundation, and then the next person that comes, if it's dirty, or we will now we will now start building successive government and get out of this mayhem that we have found ourselves in. But as it stands now, what Tinubu is doing in the next 4 years, Nigeria will not be recognizable. That's the fear, that in the next 4 years, the level of poverty will be unbelievable. Level of inflation currently is amazing. How you know is when in 2009 in Nigeria, we used to buy bread 150. Sometimes you can get good cheap 100 naira. How can you move in the next couple of years? You have moved from 150 to 15. It is something you can't even fathom or think. Then how would that person that is earning 40,000, which is our minimum wage, 37,000 thereabout, how does he 37,000 in a week if he's buying bread? If he's buying bread, cheap one, that's all he can buy for his family. He can't pay rent because a month is 30 days. So if he buys bread every day, it's 30,000. So basically, he only is left with 7,000. He cannot pay rent. He cannot do other things. So he just buy bread for his family. That's if he has. So it tells you that there's a big problem. So what does that person do? He's ready to cheat. He's ready to do anything to put food on the table.
Yep.
And so we become the poverty capital of the world. That is a simple mathematics. It doesn't need rocket science to know. And so the dependency is on people overseas to send money. That's why we are sending. If you look at the money, everybody, if we can be honest to ourselves, everybody's sending money overseas. You need to double it, because the money you were sending before is not reaching out again. It's not getting there very well. That's the truth. If you are sending $100, the money looks big, but it's not achieving much.
Of course, it's not.
Much.
Because
So that
inflation, everything is expensive.
Yeah, everything's expensive. So that means somebody that was sending $100 from overseas to his brother or to his mother will now have to work extra shift.
Send $500.
To top it up, so that it can make sense. So when we are talking about these things, we think that everybody is suffering it, even those in the diaspora. We're all suffering it. It's not a suffering that is it's just that we, in the suffering it, we are suffering it in a maybe pleasant condition.
Yep.
But not that you are not suffering it. It's the black tax. You are suffering it, just that you are managing it because you come back home, there's light, you can sleep, you can't really, security, okay. But you now say, okay, let me just, instead of buying the cappuccino that I would have bought, let me save that $2, because I need to add more to send out. So there's a challenge. So can we sustain this thing for the next 4 years? Can it be sustained? This kind of problem we are talking about, can we sustain it for the next 4 years? And that's why Peter Obi is saying, there's a problem here. We need to really, really, really change. And Nigerians, I'm not optimistic. I'm not optimistic about any uh, change personally, because Mahmoud will not be changed. Mahmoud, are you seeing any movement there? No, the man is
Oh
just there.
yeah.
So Mahmoud, Tinubu knows that Mahmoud is going to be INEC chairman. The next election, we'll do what we want to do. There will not be any electoral reforms. We'll do exactly what we want to do.
Absolutely.
So when I look at it, it's like, okay, Mr. Peter Obi, we believe you. That was my problem. You're preaching to the converted. We believe you. We believe your government. We believe what you will do. But what is the pathway for it? The pathway to achieving that. Even if you win the whole of the South and win the whole of the Middle Belt, they will still call result they want to call. Except places like what do you call it? Places like I hope the issue of River State continues, so that somebody like Sim Fubara, he will not do what Wike did in the elections. So he will allow the elections go freely and the result will be called. That is the only solution. People that will go against Tinubu in the election. That's the only way that a real result or a near real result will come out. If the current governors in the local states like River State, big state, Edo, Edo election is coming up, Anambra, that one, the eastern states, the south states, if the governors in play will not play to the gallery of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, then we may say, okay, the results will come out close to it, because it's the governors that will really dictate what's happening. But look at what happened in Imo.
Exactly.
Look at what happened in Imo elections. The governor just hijacked it, and
Yep.
and Mahmoud followed it. So it tells you that these elections, there won't be elections. It will just be, they just dominate the space, call their results, and that's it. So those are the things that he needs to really think of. How do we mitigate against these issues? What is the plan? There must be a strategic plan to deal with these election matters, election issue on election day, so that we can preempt these guys from manipulating the system. I believe we can do it because people are technologically savvy. We can do it, but how will we do it? Because it's going to be tough. If not, another 4 years of this kind of regime will set Nigeria back beyond what we can imagine. I will even advise anybody to go to take power from him after 8 years, because it will be a very bad situation that they will see.
8 years, half of Nigeria will be gone.
Did you see what he said? He said they were praying in a church. Even old women want to jabba. Even 80-year-old people want to clear. They want to go. How do they want to go? Everybody don't tired. People are tired. That's just the truth. People are tired. So it's not funny again. It's not funny. So I don't know. But I just pray that they put security around him, and um you know that nothing happens to him. When he
They
said,
better not let them. We know they pray. Make them not try. Yeah. Oh
"I may
God.
not be around, but you must not
That
stop."
switch. That switch when everybody don't calm. You jump bow. Once that thing happen, you know when person you just say all the skills will just fall for person eye. All of a
Yeah,
sudden you go just say, everything is gone. What else is there to live for? Everybody you enter street. Never know
yeah,
if you
no,
go
but
do
we just need to Like we don't want anything to happen.
We don't want any, yeah,
Because at
that's
the end
true.
of the day, people will just be angry. Nigerians are not yet in that space where they will cause katakata. I don't know what we push Nigeria. I don't know what will push Nigeria to the edge of reaction, because everything that can happen to other countries that will push them has happened to Nigeria, and Nigeria just moves on. Nigeria just moves on. Okay. Abiola died. Did anything happen? Nigeria moved on. And then recently they just
No,
recognized
it will
June
not be like
12.
Abiola's own. I'm sorry.
They just
See, this
recognized
one,
June
I take
12.
exception. Even though, yes, Abiola's time, people, remember, we didn't have social media, nothing, none of that.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
didn't. So that's different, right? Because even then, how far and wide did that message really get to? You
Yeah.
understand? But a lot of us supported Abiola, and everybody came out and all of that. But we didn't have social media. We didn't have any of this. The difference now is we have a huge. Toby has a massive following, right?
Mm.
Real time following, not be social media following. I'm talking about
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
real people on the ground. So they can't do it. It can't. It will not be like Abiola's own. It will not. Even the Abiola, his hands was not clean now. The guy was doing
Yeah, yeah,
drugs
of
to
course. Of
get to
course. He
work.
was
But
not.
my point is, it will never get to that. It will not happen. Like this one is not something you can sweep under the carpet. He's not just that. Peter Obi is not that kind of person. His energy is different. There are people that you can get away with when it comes to stuff like. Let me tell you. Therefore, don't do and since. Not be Nigeria.
Mm.
If to say this man easy for them to take care of, do you think they would not have done it? Therefore, don't do and since. Now the easiest thing, they go just find something when they go do, when go be say, they go say, oh, if they just wake up, they just find out like this. How many
Yeah.
minutes e take them to comot Funsho Williams when they run for
Mm.
Lagos State Governor that time? How many minutes?
Mm.
Not
Mm.
be im house or dolphin they go take care of am. See, this man, they themselves know all the people wey dey go consult meet. You think say dem no go tell dem? All the people wey dey help dem plan all these bad things wey dem dey do, you think say dem no go don tell dem? Dem go don warn dem. Dem go don tell dem say make una no try am o.
Mm.
Una fit use leg match am when e dey waka. You understand? Una fit
Yeah.
pinch am when e dey waka, but make nothing happen to am.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
if
think
e
that's what
happen,
that. Yeah, that was the feeling I was feeling. That even the bad guys, like boys that are bad boys, will say, "Oh God, just leave this one. No touch.
exactly.
Just no create problem. We can just ruffle
Trouble.
him up. We can ruffle him, but
Make dem
just
no even ruffle am. Me no wan hear say nobody at this
because
point, nobody wan hear say
the guy has
small boy.
actually Obi has street credibility.
I'm telling you,
He has
person
very
wey
high.
enter street dey campaign, area people love the guy. Are you kidding me? They go trick that. If not be, make dem no even try say dem wan rob. Make hair no fall. Make the man no come out one day say he sleep, one hair fall from him body. Omo, the way we take dey watch the man now, we don become like eagle with eagle's eye. Let me take dey watch am. I'm telling you,
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
cannot be the
You're
same.
right.
He's not like the others. He's different,
Mm,
man.
mm, mm.
Person wey pass person don pass person. No gas you want to do am. If person pass you, don pass you. The man pass all of them by
He has
millions.
very strong street credibility.
Very strong. That kind of person, his energy is powerful. Those are not kind of people you mess with. They know they will interrupt something if they try it. Which all this one we dey talk Nigeria and Dosa, Nigeria and Dosa, Nigeria everywhere they sing in Nigeria. That day you just back, you say, wetin happen? Nobody will dey hear word for anybody again. Look at when they
Mm.
asked him, let's hit the street, he say he no wan situation be say you hit the street. The same people wey you wan protect na dem go suffer am. Is it not true?
It's true though.
Let's hit the street, let's hit the street. If the people come out, na the people wey you wan protect na dem go still
Then
dey
go suffer.
target.
Yeah, Yeah, yeah.
And they go suffer. People when they say you dey inside your cozy house, now the ones wey dey dig ground when they don dey see food chop before they be dey manage. Now they go
That's why
come dey
that's why I
get.
told you now. The guy gets real
Get sense,
empathy.
so now wise man.
And he's always thinking about like the common person. Like, okay,
Yes,
me, I'll enter SUV, bulletproof. You get me? Nothing will touch me. But the person that is carrying the placard on the street, he gets 3 bullets. So
exactly,
he's thinking of those things, but many people are not thinking like that.
exactly.
Because he's thinking because he has children. He has children
Yes.
too. He has
And he's thinking
life.
about their own children. Like if anything happens to them now, that's one source of income gone. And that person
Yeah,
could be the breadwinner of the family. How
yeah,
many
yeah,
people can you take care of? One person, how many? And by the time you've finished, the loss will be so great. You will now be
yeah,
filled with guilt and regret. He doesn't want that. I don't blame the man. The way
yeah,
they do am, so I think it's even more effective. The only thing be say people will continue to suffer, which well is what it is, because the people that could have stood in the gap and thought about the people, they relinquished their powers and chose to stay with the people with power and money. You
mm,
understand? We will get
yeah,
there, but it's not as fast as we want it to happen, but it will, because I tell you, these people are frustrated. Even those in the office, they themselves, they are wishing obedience to just shut up. Right now as we dey talk now, e dey pain them for body. They wish say, can these people just shut down this talk they are talking about? Dem dey shout, dem dey grumble as we dey talk so. Dem no dey fit sleep, no be night for their side now. They can't sleep because we dey mention their name, we dey talk about them, we no give them rest. The energy is not reducing, the energy is high 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 every time. If dem no talk about them for YouTube, but nowhere, no way of escape. If dem go Twitter, dem meet people there. Dem go Facebook, dem meet people for there. Dem come YouTube, dem meet people for there. How many agbado people do you see with their platforms? How many? Dem no
yeah.
dey. They can't. Even the ones on space, they know they plenty. If
Mm.
they come now, so they can't.
It's true. It's true. Actually, you're very
You
right.
understand? These people don't want to. At the end of the day, now we Peter Obi has just made it official. Opposition, omo, the opposition na bumper to bumper.
Mm.
They
And
craze now, abi.
they,
As
they,
they thief na so we dey give am to them.
they
Their
got to, they
mind no
got
dey
to.
touch ground.
No, they have
I
to. They don't have any option. They got to. Like he's really creating. Is and the problem he's creating for them is also financial. You know. So
Exactly.
the more he's saying that, okay, you are using 15 billion to build a vice presidential house. You get me? Like
Mm-hmm.
in other countries, people take go into the you have a presidential suite in the Hilton. You go there, you stay one day, do your program, and move. You don't need to have a house and start maintaining the house when nobody's living there. You understand me?
Yeah.
So, but that's the way he's creating it. And then what happens is that financial investors, they look at those things because P2B is a voice already. All right, it's an international voice just because of him becoming opposition leader in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He becomes international voice because US, UK, all those people, they watch these trends and say, okay, this is the voice opposing the Tinubu government. Who is he? Okay, he's the guy that contested against Mr. Tinubu and his cohorts. And then he will say, okay, what he's saying actually, can we invest in this country? So investors are not willing. That's the problem. The investors are not willing to come into Nigeria because they think Nigeria is fiscally rascal. So there's a financial rascality in the way Nigeria is doing business.
But you know what
So
though? Let me tell you, undercover, I like the fact that investors are not coming. I actually like it. I actually do. Let them not come. Matter of fact, the remaining ones, what are they waiting for? They should leave. Nigeria is for Nigerians. Nigerians that have the capacity to invest, and we have them in surplus. When the time is right, Nigerians will go and invest in their country.
yeah,
We will now allow, when the Nigerians don't go invest in their country, they build am, we go come give these people contracts, max 2 years. You come, you do wetin you wan do, you pay, you put our people for there, manager position, MD position, we go get 2 MD. If you wan bring for your side, we bring for our side, you dey train our own. 2 years you comot, leave our own with the experience.
yeah,
I'm happy, make dem
yeah.
go.
It's good, but the problem is that, how can, let the economy not
E need to
the,
crash.
the
See
economy
wetin
will
dey
crash
talk,
your bad bad.
make the economy crash, because
The
e get so
economy
when
will
the
crash.
economy crash, wetin dem wan thief sand? Make e crash. That's what me I want. The only
My
sad
problem
part,
is
the only
that
thing that makes me sad is the people. The
what they
people
do
go
is that
suffer.
they just keep printing money. That's what they have been doing. I mean, Buhari did it a lot, which was illegal, and now who is suffering it? Emefiele.
Oh.
So they were just printing money.
Emefiele don comot now, still nothing don change.
They're just printing money. So at the end of the day, my problem is that the people ruling us, they don't care if the economy crash. They don't care.
There will be nothing to steal.
They will print money and steal it. You don't
Let
understand?
them print it and steal it now, but there will be
They'll
no
be printing and
activity.
stealing it. So,
Let them be printing.
no,
Let them be printing. At this point, I really don't care. At some point, they are going to. I tell you, not be there. At least they see they bleed. They see they bleed, right? Water still comot for their body. E go get where e go reach now. Dem by themselves go. Una no know wetin dey happen. See, let them print. Let them print. Let the poor breathe. Let them print it. That country needs to crash. No investor, nothing is happening, nobody is buying, nobody is, everywhere just dry. Eh? I want to see this government hit rock bottom. You think we call rock bottom? E go hit. Titanic will be okay to be child's play when they hit rock bottom. That's what I need this government to do. I want them to hit rock bottom.
it's
Because the world is watching. When the same people, the old liberals, when they're there side, when they see wetin dey happen, they go come start to dey come round table dey talk. Abi say, this is not looking good o, because their own investments will be affected. People, e go dey unsafe for people to dey come ground like that, because when people are hungry, guess what? They go eat the rich.
yeah.
That's the thing. Just that make people show them the road to the rich house. That's all. Make they just show them. Make they say, just point them in the direction. Make they go there. Go sit down for front of body. The ones that they Abuja, make they go put camp for front of Aso Rock or wherever it is this man is staying. Make they camp for there. Never see anything. Because the way the country is going is not, there's nothing that will come out of it right now. No amount of investor, if they come, they stand the chance of being kidnapped or bandits or terrorism. Something fit happen to them. If they can't go thief one country where we say their head, their body not fair dey ground. When they look for way to enter before, they'll come carry all their equipment come. Hey.
No, you're very right, but I just in short, with the Nigerian, I just don't know. I just conflicted because I feel like Obi has really tried his best. you know, like what like Nigerians just don't know. It's like we don't know what's good for us. So
We
we
know
don't
what
know.
is good for us. It's not, let me tell you, we know. Did you, me, I supported Peter Obi. I don't know about you, whether you be closer to Baba Blue now, we don't know.
No, I know Big Baba Blue. I supported fully.
I just the tease. But I supported Peter. The people supported Peter Obi for crying out loud. When they talk this thing, when they talk on the way as it be. They supported him, they voted for him. Peter Obi won. Baba Blue came and snatched, grabbed, and away with it. At 3 a.m., they swore him in. That's how it went now. When do we
Mm.
keep saying that Nigerians did not support the people that supported him were few. How many of them? Even the so-called people when they stop say they vote for them. Please, where are they? Everywhere they go, you don't see anybody there. It's only paid crowd that you see. They're paid. They will even
Mm.
come out after and say their money never complete. They go still come outside again without shame. Come complain say they never pay them finish. So they tell them say make they come out, they never pay them finish. All the people
Yeah,
when they claim say where are they? They're not there.
no,
So
they're
that's
not
the
there.
thing. A majority of Nigerians did not vote for this man, for this impostor. Nobody voted for him from the north, from the south, from the east, from the west, even from his own town. Nobody voted. I mean, come on now. So when we they talk and when we they talk all the way through, I don't blame Nigerians. So these Nigerians don't have any fault in it. The people who vote for them, they are few compared to the people who vote for Peter Obi. We saw what happened. We see what they do now. Whether they use crayon, they use eraser, they erase something. Shoddy work. They erase biro. Who spit for eraser? They erase biro. Have you seen that before? You don't see. Okay, go. They scratch one, turn am to 20. Eh? Add the one to the front of Baba Blue own. We
I
all
know.
saw what happened now.
Yeah, we also it was. I mean, but but they still. My problem is that okay, they are still doing this in state election. You know.
Yeah, because they've been empowered. Yeah, because Baba Blue is now there. He has the full power of the state, of the country. So he can deploy whatever he wants to deploy.
So
And he
that
has
means
his boys as government, as in
that means
government.
in your Edo state now, that means APC will win there.
In my Edo state, I don't know, people are preparing for war. In Edo State, oh, they're not agree because I think APC is trying to push. I don't know which candidate. Sef. I know that PDP, this man Obaseki is trying to push one guy called Aswe Godaro. They say his brother is a pastor in Lagos. Apparently, he's an Esan man.
Pastor is Igodaro is in Lagos.
Yeah, something he go. I can't remember his first name. So they're
Yeah.
pushing his older brother is a Esan man. I didn't know that. I only just know now. His Esan is from Uromi. So it's the time of the I think Esan Central. So he's the candidate from that side. So they're thinking that maybe he's going to get it. I mean, all this they read book. But my thing is what impact has he made on the people of Edo State? And are we going to have a governor who spends only 3 days in Edo State and goes and spend weekend in Lagos? Call of the get house for Lagos. That's
Yeah.
my own. And that's what me I don't want. Are we going to have a governor who will come spend 3 days, then take all the money, the small money wey Edo State dey manage when we pack together, they'll come leak everything comot, come go take the shine for Lagos. That's my concern. If I have
What about his vice, his deputy that is having issues with?
who is his vice? I don't even know who his vice is.
Is the
Oh,
guy from
Shuaibu. Shuaibu too is
Shaibu.
coming out, right? Welcome, oh Rachel. Good evening, sis. Welcome. Wait a Shuaibu come out. That one too is from. I think Shuaibu is from Onwa. Is it Onwa? Yeah, it's Onwa, right? He's not even supposed to come out because it's not their turn. It's the turn of the Esan Central. Yeah, that's what I. It's the turn of
Okay.
Esan Central, right? So they're not even. Shuaibu is not supposed to come out. So it's greed. Okay. What's this other? I don't know who LP candidate. Okay, there are a number of people from LP. That's another problem. So many people, and I kept saying, and I tweeted this before. Can these people just get together and choose one candidate? that everybody can rally around. There are
Mm.
like so many candidates from LP, at least
Because
on Twitter alone.
they want to latch on the obedient movement.
Exactly. On Twitter alone, I've seen 3 different people. It doesn't make sense to me. Why don't you put your egos behind, sit down together and say, okay, let's put our let us choose a candidate that we know has the same, that thinks like us, just like Peter Obi said. You see, I wish people would take what Peter Obi is saying. Look for somebody that thinks like you, that aligns with your vision, right?
Mm.
Look for
Mhm.
that person within yourselves and choose that person and stand behind that person. Put your resources behind. It doesn't have to be you. Doesn't have to be this ego. I don't understand. It doesn't have to be you. You do it so that it will be for the common good. But
But you see,
no,
that's one thing obedience in Edo should do. They should be members of the Labour Party so that they can become, you know, um what they call it, delegates to decide how the primary elections will go in the Labour Party. You see, what happens is that, okay, many obedience are outside political parties, which is fine. They have the right to do that. But moving forward, you must galvanize your base into that political system so that you can dominate who you want with the right philosophy in that political party. Because what happens is that all these guys want to jump on somebody's influence, and then they come in with their own agenda, just like all these Araba people and what's this guy's own? These
Apapa
Apapa
Pampas.
people, all these Apapa, they are Apapa people and Araba people. Most of them come in sponsored by Abado because he does that thing very well. He will sponsor somebody in that Labour Party in Edo to disrupt problems. And then the person goes in there. Tomorrow he tells you that, you know, that Tinubu is the best thing since sliced bread. So that's the problem, you know. So obedience should see how they go into the party, make sure that they pick who is the guy that resonates with somebody like Peter Obi or the obedient mantra, because the obedient mantra is basically somebody that will be sincere, somebody that will work for the people, not just anyhow person. If not, what will happen is that um, Edo will lose. Obedience may not win that state. Labor may not win that state because as soon as there's a gap, Tinubu wants to win every state because he struck. The last election showed that he lost the election, but he tried to rig, at least get 12. Do you know all of them got 12 states? Obi got 12 states, Tinubu 12, this guy 12, I think 11 or something, for Atiku or something like that. So Tinubu doesn't want a repeat of that. He wants that he can control all the states he can control, so that he knows that re-election he's winning at least 15 states or 18 states. That's his plan. So Edo is one of the places he want to win. Edo, Delta, if not at least win one of the South. And that's why he's trying to parley with Sim Fubara and Wike for River State, because River State is a very big block and is having issues in the north because the core northerners are not happy with him. They're not happy with him. So
I don't know. It's what you're talking about. I know 20. I don't even see 2027 in the vision. I don't see it. I can't see it. I don't know
you
about it. And people, everybody is talking about 20. I know they see it. Be like, you know, even they book. I know they see 2027.
what's going to happen now?
I don't know. Me or they talk now. I don't know. Something will
We
happen tomorrow, but I know this that 2027 is not feasible.
we want
If it
Peter Obi.
before the plan when they make that 2027 go sure. I don't know. I don't know. You know, hey, hey, time will tell, right? But this is just what me I'm saying right now.
Well, we may not know what that future holds, whether it will happen. But if God gives us life to that point, you still have to plan. You still, Peter Obi or the obedient movement will not sit without a plan. You
That's
must
true.
plan. You must sit
We
down
must
and say,
plan.
okay,
Absolutely.
okay, with what we have been given, with the lemons we have been given, we have to make lemonade. That's just
That's
it.
true.
So
Yeah.
we have to now say, okay, this is what it is now. An impostor is in that place. We don't like him. But how can we beat this criminal structure, this criminal system? How can we outwit it? The criminal system is a man-made system. It's not jumping from the sky. It's a corrupt, evil system. But there's no system in the world that cannot be broken down. Sometimes because we're in a fast food generation, we think, okay, we'll just happen like this. But sometimes you have to think and break it down piece by piece, piece by piece. You break the ideology down, you break it down, you other factors will begin to work against it. Then the structure will just collapse on its own. Just collapse. It will get to a point that maybe by the time we get to 2027, it is the peak and it will just collapse. People will collect money and do what they vote they're correcting. Or people will say, no, we are not doing like this we are tired. But it must be every day. They must be seeing something that's annoying them. Every day you must be, chipping at it, chipping at it. So there must be a strategy because the person sitting there, he creates strategy. He lives for it. That's what he does. So the person we are facing is different from a Buhari that is docile, does his own thing. He's more of a religious bigot. But the person there is not really a religious bigot. He's just a criminal enterprise. So he starts from day one. As he enters there, he starts from day one to start creating his structures to dominate the country, just like he dominated Lagos. He creates those structures. So we have to also say, how do we outwit this? How do we buy into sentiments? How do we buy into the northern sentiment, which is a very strong sentiment? How do we buy into this sentiment? This one, this one, this one. Look at the elections in Kano, how they are turning it around, because he wants to dominate all and make sure that there's no loophole. If he gets 16 governors, 17 governors, he want to take it. And he knows that I'm not going to remove Mahmoud, because removing Mahmoud may cause problem, because there's something they're hiding. So Mahmoud has to stay there. Yeah, there's something they're hiding, because all the other places he has done some little changes, but that INEC is not changing anything, because according to Wiki, agreement is agreement. There's something he has done with Mahmoud, and if Mahmoud goes, somebody else will find out what happened. So he needs Mahmoud, and Mahmoud has been playing the game for him. So how do the Nigerian people, because we need to help Peter Obi, we need to see, okay, the man has finished talking. He said, I may not be there, but keep fighting. That's a very deep statement. The last time I heard somebody say this kind of statement was Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King told these people, look, we are going to promised land. I may not be there with you, but we'll get there. Few months later, I was killed.
I beg.
So
See,
no, I'm telling you, this is history.
I beg.
I'm
I
not
don't want
professing anything. I'm just telling you.
not project Martin Luther on our very own Peter Obi. I beg. Thunder fire anybody when they plan anything. Even if you dey form am for mind, if you dey think am for mind, thunder go dey fire am for that in mind. You know, go wait.
I support you, but we have to be proactive.
We have to be proactive. That's true. I mean, he said it too. That's true.
We have to be proactive.
But my Peter, my
security,
president, Peter Obi, not use
we
am in the
must
same sentence with this thing. Abeg, the man
we
go
must
live till 100 till he don tire, till na him go by
amen,
himself say
amen.
okay I'm tired, teeth don
That's our
fall out.
prayer for him. So our prayer is
No,
that
we are not go do
those
anything to am, make we no
those
even talk am come out.
those
Abeg.
that know how to pray should pray for him. Then we should make sure that the street credibility that Peter Obi has must be activated, because it's the street that knows how to secure people more. If you have
That's true.
street credibility, then we
That
will
one
be
I
able to
support.
know
That
what
street
is
no
happening
get.
on the ground and make sure that that man, no hair should come out from that man's
Yes.
hair. All right, that's what
Yes.
Nigerians must begin to do. And the good thing is that he has communicated it in a soft way so that Nigerians can, rally around him when they see him in the airport, rally around him when they see him in the environment, rally around him, make sure that he is under protection, because we need him to take us to, like what Victor said, to the promised land. We need him to
Yep.
take Nigerians to that promised land, and he need to be there with us in the promised land. All right,
Yep.
that's our prayer. So we that pray, we do security, and we plan strategically. How do we enable him take us to this promised land in 2027? How do we? I know everybody's mad now. I'm not saying
Why
something
the one
wrong.
wey dey be mad with now you don't see am na talk to talk o. Just by mistake talk, see as dem dey rush you.
I know I'm all disobedience. I'll be rush person. Mona, take her easy, I beg. Take
You
her
better
easy.
withdraw your comment o, because
We
they
are
will come for
analyzing
you.
things. We are analyzing things. Take her easy. Okay, I'm not projecting negative energy. Sorry. I'm just,
Take it
obedience.
back. Say nothing go
Obedience.
happen to am. Withdraw that statement.
No, nothing will happen to him. Amen. Nothing will
Dapada.
happen to him. So
Ewo.
obedience, una too dey vex.
Why we no go vex?
Even
Eh,
Agbado sef don tire
abeg.
for una. Thank God. Even Peter Obi dey fear obedience. So so that's
Agbado
fine.
people
That's
dey
fine.
fear us.
I
If we
think
show for scene like this, na so they go dey run kaba kaba.
I
But
think
you see, na
we
only
should
dem get
continue the
grace.
advocacy that we're doing in terms of supporting the man. That's what the man needs. The man needs Nigerian support. So as we keep talking on the spaces, we keep creating that synergy to ensure that we get to where he wants us to get to. So whatever people can do, they need to do to help the man, because the man is putting everything on the line. So
That's true.
basically what he has said is, I'm putting everything on the line. So Nigerians that believe in me should as well do all their best. And then we strategize for 2027. That's for
Yep.
me, it's 2027, because if we don't get to
2027 not dey exist. I don't know why you put math for 20. They give you is you have do you have corn in your pocket?
but,
Now they
but
talk 2027. I don't see it.
okay, what option? How will Peter Obi get to the promised land?
You go get, I don't know. Me when I dey talk, I don't know. But all that strategy when you dey strategize for 2027, I will tell you why it will not work. 2027 is not going to work because Agbado has all his minions already. He get all his minions. APC na full INEC now. Do you know that?
But we can
All
fight
the
back.
people that they
But we
work for
can
INEC
fight back.
now.
But we can fight back. We can
We can fight back. That's what I'm saying. So let's be fighting back now. Let's be the opposition now.
No, we are
2027. Wait now. Wait. Remember, you dey talk say he's saying one win how many state governors, right? So that's what he's been trying to do, trying to put state governors so that it go easy for re-election next time, right? Trying to forcefully install APC people. All the judges, wetin he don do, don give them money yafu. Okay, no matter how we fight back, he don already bribe all the judiciary. Wetin they call am, Ariwola brother na him be the auditor. So
Yeah.
Ariwola will be auditing himself. So any sin when they commit, they go choose the sin when they want punish, and the one when they don't want punish. Do you understand? It is a
Yeah.
mess all around. There's no way out of 2020. If you're talking about 2037, you might as well just vote for APC. That's just the truth. Just let's just call it what it is and say, okay, these people want suffer. Oh yeah, let's kukuma help them vote.
Yeah,
I
but what I'm
go
trying to
ahead.
say is that what I'm trying to say is this: there's opposition. He has signaled that he is the opposition, and he's going to fight and oppose all policies. We are going to support it when they bring policy so opposition has started, and he will do that opposition till the next time of elections. That's what I'm saying. He's going to do that opposition till the next time of election. But we must keep chipping at it, keep chipping at it. But when we get to that election time, which is normally after 4 years, and that's 2027, what happens then? We will be very ready to take out this evil structure. You cannot say, okay, we don't know whether it will happen, whether 20 will happen. We just no. We do what we do in short term, but we also plan for long term. We also plan for long term. We have to plan for long term. And someone like Peter Obi, he has already started a long term plan. By the time he starts going around all the states that he visited, what is telling you that he has started a campaign? It's a soft way of telling you, I've started doing my campaign, oh, and he's building momentum. So I think it's something that we need to advise ourselves and understand. Politics is a different kind of game. At the end of the day, Obi is a politician. He understands that I need to keep my base, which he's doing with this Twitter space. So he has ticked the first thing. Number two, I need to occupy the space of the opposition leader. There's no other person you can say now that Kwakwaso is already quiet. Atiku quiet. So the only opposition leader is Peter Obi. So he has climbed to that forefront. So the next thing is to start doing very soft levels of campaign. So if by next year he goes around, does his talks, goes to second universities, talking to young people, mobilizing young people, and then people start registering and getting their voters cards ready, so that when we get to election time, we are ready for the next phase, and we are this time around, we know there's a correct plan of how we will even collate our votes. We will collate our own votes with our own system. So as they are doing, we are showing them our results. That's what APC did against Goodluck Jonathan in 2015. That's what they did. Before INEC would do this, they have said this is, they were pushing it. They were pushing their own results and narratives. INEC couldn't shift. So I'm telling you about real politicking now in a very different strategic way, because we cannot say, oh, we'll just put our hand, we just hope that something magical will just happen. I hope something magical can happen, but in the reality that we have to support this man, follow him, mobilize around him, mobilize people around him, amplify his voice through every medium possible, so that as he keeps marching, in the next 3 years, when the next round of elections come, he has built another massive momentum that cannot be stopped. That's what I'm trying to talk about. So I support what everybody's saying. However, I think we keep pushing the narrative and then building momentum, because the truth is that somebody asked me a question. Many people have lost hope. Many people are thinking of doing their own thing. But how can we? Because politics and supporting somebody is about hope. If you read the lives of people like Nelson Mandela for 27 years, kept hope alive. That after when he came out, the people were ready. You need to keep hope alive. So this next few is just keeping hope alive. Because if we now say, oh, these people will take over the election, there's no need for the election, everything is good, then there's no point now. Let's just stop now. There's no point. Because the only way for a change of government in the current Nigerian state as is constituted is through the ballot box. And if it is going to be through the ballot box, that means it's a battle of evil and light. And if obedience, we in the Labour Party are the people that feel we want to bring light, then we need to be ready for it. We need to fight it on every front. Because if we fold our hands and say, okay, criminality, they have overpowered us, then what's the point? What's the point? Then there's no point to even do it. We can as well say, you know what, Peter Obi, thank you very much for what you have done. Please go and take care of yourself and your family and your mental health. Don't worry about us. Whatever they want to do, let them do. Everybody survive. To your tent, O Israel. As the Bible says it. Everybody will go and do their own thing. But now is the time to say, okay, maybe we need to go back to these trenches and fight them with everything we have got. And maybe we will get a chance. People that have got freedom for their countries, it took a lot of energy, it took a lot of time sometimes, and then they got there. They got there. We talk of Barack Obama. You know how many black people have attempted, but they kept hope alive. And that's why he wrote his own book, The Audacity of Hope. You keep hope alive, you get to that promised land. And I think that's what Peter Obi did with his statement. We need to keep hope alive. He said, if I could even kneel down and beg you. So that means he wants everybody to be hopeful. He's not going to go on the streets.
He said we should come together.
Eh?
Kneel and beg. We should come together. We should unite.
Yes.
Obedience to unite. That's what he said about leader. I mean, we can walk and chew gum. I mean, there's nothing wrong with thinking ahead and saying this, right? But for me personally, I don't see a 2027. You understand? So I disagree with you.
What
but
do you
it's
see?
Okay for you to see
what do
and
you see?
project.
Omoye, what do you see?
I don't
Maybe
see
I'm not seeing what you are seeing.
I see something happening, but I don't see a 2027. A 2027 is not effective. Why? Because you're surrounded already. How can you run? How can you play against the enemy in his own house? It's not possible. You're surrounded. You want to win a game in your enemy's house where you're surrounded. How?
But he
It's
pulled
not
it
gonna
off now.
happen.
He pulled it off in Lagos. He pulled it off there in Lagos. Who would have believed what happened in Lagos? He pulled it off in Lagos. Do you think that he pulled it off in the guy's stuff? So he has done it. So it's not like, how can it happen? He has done it before. A man that controls Lagos, a man that is in charge of Lagos. He pulled off.
But that was prior to when he came in and became, when they don't give him the mantle of presidency.
Yeah, but
he
you know
didn't
that
have
Lagos,
complete control at that time. He didn't have complete control.
But every election in Lagos, have you checked the Lagos election? Every election in Lagos, he has control. Every election that has happened in Nigeria, in that Lagos since 1999, Tinubu has had absolute control. PDP could not even snatch it.
He wasn't the governor now. It was Sanwo-Olu that was governor.
Yeah, but who put Sanwo-Olu there? Is it not him? It's him now. He removed Ambode, put Sanwo-Olu. He did it what he wants. So he's in control. Even Sanwo-Olu during the NSAS, Sanwo-Olu said it's not him that ordered this thing. He doesn't have power. Sanwo-Olu listen to him now. Every governor that has been there, Fashola, is him that put him there. So he has been in complete control of the politics of Lagos. When they do elections in Lagos, Obasanjo tried many ways to take it from him. No way. Every president tried to take it from him. No way. They lose. PDP does not win Lagos. But for the first time, somebody broke that. because the people voted against it. So there's nothing that, for me, I want to say there's nothing that is impossible if you can believe. But immediately the mind tells you it is not possible, then everything we do, there's no hope to move to that impossibility. I bring the same story. They told Obama, it's impossible for you, a black man. It's impossible. But he went on an improbable journey. As it stands now, I agree with you, Omoye. It's impossible for 2027, based on what is on the ground, for Peter Obi to do anything. But we must, is there a way? Is there a way it can happen? Yes, I think. And that's what Obama said. Yes, we can. So we must look at it and say, okay, how can we really outwit this system? It's a man-made system. It's not a system from heaven. It's a man-made system, a system of criminality. Okay, how do we checkmate INEC at the polling station? How are we going to do it?
Sid, I tell you
You know?
something. They compare America, how the system they work here with America, Nigeria. America's system works. They have systems that work. Not be men. I mean, of course, in some occasions we see some of the, they do some of this corruption behind.
Yeah.
We see what's going on, right? But majority of the time, the system works. They allow the system to work. In Nigeria, men are the systems. When they were voting, they say BVN, they shout. BVN, electronic something transmission. They shout. E even go, they invite am come Chatham House. Mahmood, big head, he go there. He go, I assure you, right? He shout. Guess what? The day when they go prove themselves with beavers and the electronic transmission, what happened? They shut that baby down. What did they do instead? They use biro till they color. They use eraser, they lick eraser, they take and they clean biro. They remove one, they add to another. The people you are looking at, they are perfected. By the time you're talking, they would have perfected the art of doing you not see the election when they do for which state election. It was neater. I think na Imo State. They take time. They write we make clean. They in fact they already wrote it out prior to the election. What do they talk?
Okay, Omoye, I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question.
You forget say these people are animals. You don't forget say people they are animals. They don't they
I have
think
two questions for you. I have two questions for you, and I have those questions also for the participants. Please keep liking. Please like the pages. Like the page, please.
Like and share. Oh.
Like and share.
Okay.
So I have questions for
super chat. Oh, because Mona help my sister out with super chat.
I have questions for all the participants that are listening. What options do we have? Okay, we have said these people are criminals. They are going to manipulate the election. They will thumbprint. They will do whatever. Okay, what other option do we have? What other option do we have? If you tell me this is the option that we have to the promised land, tell me now, so I will know, okay, this is not the option we will get to get there.
You not get option. See, maybe I say, I think you are living in the clouds where you feel that something, the system as it is in Nigeria will just suddenly work.
Okay.
There is no option. Okay, I speak my language.
Since we no get option. Since you say there's no option. So what should we advise Peter Obi to do? Since there's no option.
Peter Obi say we have become opposition. Okay? And he did mention, when he talk yesterday, he said when people come, they say when we want hit street, when we want enter street, I beg, when we don't fight, come on these people. He said, don't worry, something will happen. something will happen. Don't worry. Now, so they talk. He not tell you about 2027. Peter Obi did not talk about 2027. That man did not mention it. That man did not mention it. He only spoke about opposition. Not be who see 2027, they talk about 2027. Now who see am now? You know people don't buy for Nigeria since this Bala Blue enter. You know how many people? You know say they don't give accurate counts.
I know.
Plus the ones where they kidnap on a regular basis. Those bands, those people when they go play for bands, when they kidnap, when they demand 30 million for their head, that one happened yesterday.
Okay,
Every
my final question. If we get to 2027 by the grace of God, we reach the year 2027 by the grace of God, and the status quo is like this, what will we do?
what we do, we'll just tweet. Mahmoud Yakubu, just choose a candidate. No need, don't put us through any stress. We are not
Okay,
coming out to vote. It's a waste
okay.
of time.
I think
You
I
are
think I
Okoye
agree
to
with
just
I think I
do.
can agree with you on that one. We just tweet. We just
Who
tweet
get power
Mahmoud.
to go dey run up
We
and
just
down?
tell
Me have
Mahmoud,
to dey
please
chase
just
you up
don't
and
worry
down.
about us. Just pick your candidate and just go like that.
Exactly. And we
Eh,
are you understand. More than you dey do it to na lie. Just just you and Okoye. When they talk with no full stop. Just two of you to
ah,
sit down, just
I,
choose.
I've not seen that guy for long too. Those
uh,
liars, those big liars. But yeah, I mean, it's a good discussion, and sometimes we need to just laugh and just air our frustrations because you know this situation
yeah,
sometimes it can be very mentally draining. So for
yeah,
those guys that are out there, please take care of your mental health. I thank God that they asked Peter Obi about his how he's feeling, because even us that is not really wearing the shoe, they pain us. you know
yes.
we are really frustrated, especially even Nigerians that wake up every morning, no job, just frustration. But the
Yeah.
man is handling his mental health. It was good that
What
people
did he
asked
even
him
say
about.
about his mental health? I forget. What did he say? Somebody asked.
No,
What
he's
did,
yeah, somebody asked him and he said that he's okay, that everything's okay. Yeah, he just thinks about
oh yes, I
poor
remember.
people.
He
That was
said
one of the first questions. Yeah.
he said they spent money. I mean, money
Yeah,
was spent.
he's
And all that. All
he's
that one
lost a
does
lot of
not
money.
matter.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, so he talked about that. Okay, yeah, a lot of money have been spent, and it's like lost money. He has a lot of money he put, and I can imagine how much he put, because there was a statement that you know people were, Abado tried to rope him in. They tried to rope him in into many things, so he was paying for many things by himself. He didn't want any apapa moves on him. So he was paying for most of those helicopters. He was paying for himself. He was paying it by his own self. So he didn't allow people to sponsor it, because many people wanted to sponsor different things, but he didn't know where the sponsors were coming from. Sometimes, all these apapa moves. So he must have spent so much money, but it's just the emotional drain, because after the election he cried. So such kind of times you think of, okay,
Yeah.
was he facing emotionally his wife and all that? So it was a good question. Sometimes you need to ask these leaders, or how you doing, how is everything? And I hope that even for those out there, take care of your mental health. Nigeria can be very stressful in terms of everything. It can just frustrate. Every time you come out and look at what's going on in Nigeria, it can frustrate us. I think you have somebody. You need to recognize Clement.
Oh, Clement, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate, guys. This is such an encouragement. Thank you so much, Clement. Thank you. I really appreciate you. May your pockets never run dry, my brother. This is very encouraging. It has encouraged me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, yeah, but I mean, I like the fact that he has chosen a side, and I like the fact that Peter Obi is not desperate about anything. He just wants what's best for everybody. Doesn't matter. He doesn't have to be the one sitting there. What
Yeah.
that man is doing is he's raising leaders. That's what he's
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
telling you, the future is bright because of Peter Obi. I'm telling you, because the kind of people, imagine we're meeting with this man quarterly, listening to him, tuning into what he has to say. Not just
Mm.
also, Agbados are using burner accounts. Many of them, they will come and
Yeah. Yeah.
listen. PDP will come and listen. All those other kwe parties, they
And
fit
even
come.
even there was a guy from Burkina Faso or Senegal,
Exactly.
you know.
Senegal,
So
yes,
it's
that
also
had a
impacting the
question.
African continent, the
Exactly.
West African subcontinent.
Yes. You understand? People are looking up to him and they admire him. You understand? So
Yeah.
because of that, I have hope in the future, right? Because if with what obedience are doing, what all of us are doing right now, right? We keep our foot on the pedal. That doesn't mean you're not going to get tired. The days that you're going to get tired, exhausted, overwhelmed, or whatever, take the break that you need, but come back and continue to fight. We must fight. We must remain steady in this fight. That's the only way we win. That is the only way we win. These people have been waiting for us to be quiet. They've been waiting for us to get inside. They've been waiting for us to exhaust ourselves on Peter Obi and give up. We not give up. Oh. Not be now we be this now. Even me when I dey talk, me not to say by this time I go see they talk about Peter Obi and election. I will be very frank with you guys. I didn't think so. At some point I just felt, well, it is what it is. But I can't even give up. I
Yeah.
can't. There's just something that's pushing me that will not let me give up. You understand? And you are the only one that can save yourselves. And I look around, who's coming to save us? Nobody. We don't have anybody. We can't trust anybody. Nigerians are hated every all these people. You watch social media, they talk, Nigeria do this. Ghanaians came out. They say that our Nigerian music, they don't want them to be playing it in their country again. They are doing something called 80-20 something rule. So they'll play more of Ghana music than more of Ghana music than Nigerian
The
music.
Nigerian
Cameroon
music.
to the same thing. All of them, they are all dumping on Nigerians. What did Nigerians ever do? When Makosa come out, now we even make a popular pass.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
party
Yeah.
where you go, you will hear Makosa music. Nobody complain. We not quarrel. When reggae music, they are even Jamaicans. Some Jamaicans they come out, they hate on us as Afrobeat leaders. They
Mm.
abuse us up and down. When Jamaican music come out, now Nigerians carry am. We dey play that till today. I still dey lis ten to reggae music. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Everywhere. South Africa uncle. Now so that they deal with us for South Africa. They even get one organization for South Africa. Let me say they na specifically to deal with Nigerians. Even get one BBC documentary when they do, when they talk. Instead when the people, when those South Africans go face the white minority people when they are present for their country,
I
na
know.
Nigerians they face
Yeah. Black.
and
Black on
other
black.
immigrants. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So why
Yeah.
am I saying all of this? I'm saying this because to make it clear to us that we have no friends. Meanwhile, if anything is happening in any part of Africa, Nigerians go carry am for head. We are the empathetic ones. We are the ones crying for everybody. I don't live in Congo. I have Congo issues pinned on my Twitter account. It's the first thing you see when you get on my Twitter page. Because I feel for them. These people have not had peace. Unto say they get human resources, they don't want to let them rest.
Mm.
They are buying them in their millions, displacing people. If to say Nigeria stands strong, why they will invade Congo like that? Do you understand? So
Yeah.
why am I saying all of this? We have a big fight, but we need to fight to secure our home first. That's very important. We need to secure our home first. If person house not dey alright, you no fit go outside go dey fix another person home. You get dysfunction inside, you dey go outside go fix, you no fit fix another person own if you never fix your own. Who dey hungry no dey feed another person, e go first feed himself, belle full
Mm.
first. You understand? So
Yeah.
for me, I just think that we need to ensure that we keep our foot on the pedal. Oh, Tato, my darling, Tato, every time, Tato, God bless you. Where you take this money, you not go ever come, you not go ever dry. You thank you so much. That's what I really appreciate. So
Yeah.
good to have you here. Thank you, my darling. I really appreciate you. You know, we have to keep our foot on the ped on the what's it
Better.
called? Yeah, we need to put on. We need to increase them. Now we have with the young say we don't get extra backing to give them bumper to bumper. As they bring them, we they give them to them hot. Look
And
at
the
what
problem is that they don't even know, like, Peter Obi is not paying anybody.
that's what they don't know. Some of them go around thinking that Peter Obi pays. Now it is clear for them that Peter Obi is not paying. How many people Peter Obi want pay? How many? How many if he pay? If he pay everybody, he will not have anything left.
Yeah.
Do you understand? We now have the authority to go in harder. He on his comment section when he posts, all the Agbado people go rush go there because they pay them 2K. They'll rush go there, go there. He said it now. They'll go
Yeah,
rush
yeah,
go there,
yeah.
go there, respond to us. So we have to do the job now. As soon as he posts the land with the rush go there. Anybody come with attack, we attack bumper. Everybody go take one person,
Yeah, yeah.
address
And
the person down. Do you
yeah, that's
understand?
why I said I'm amplifying his this, because when I go, whenever he posts, I receive it and I amplify. So that's how we
Exactly.
need to be doing it.
Exactly. You amplify, and anybody that comes and talks sideways and says all those lies, you pull that person out single-handed. You retweet it with your own answering the person. Make you and the person they drag down for Twitter, because guess what? We are not holding back anymore. That land is my own land, is your own land, is everybody's land. If we don't fight
Mm.
for it, nobody's coming to fight for it. Matter of fact, they're happy that we are fighting each other.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they can
yeah.
have access to do and undo and steal everything stealable.
Yeah. So it's really,
You understand? Then we cannot start fighting the African fights. We cannot start saying, okay, who are our brothers? Because every skin folk is not every kin folk is not skin is not how they think they talk. Every skin folk is not kin folk exactly.
yeah,
Not everybody when black, not be like you. After all, people when they sell our brothers and sisters, they still there among us. They don't grow up now. They get children. Now
it's
they see
true.
they perpetrate some of this evil when they talk about when they not get empathy, consign them. They feel say their brother and sister, consign them. They still there among us. So we go need to know how to differentiate them. Either if they want to be, if they want to relearn and unlearn some of these toxic traits. I don't know whether they feel unlearn now. If they person in blood, if they their DNA, I don't know. I don't know how you can change that. You understand? But we have a bigger fight. Look at Guinea, look at Burkina Faso and everything. They are forming alliance. I'm
Yeah.
loving it. They're forming an alliance. Drop French language. Throw away the thing inside dustbin. Use your language. For Nigeria, now me they propose pidgin English. No, we not, because if we say we want choose language, that one quarrel go come. Big quarrel. This one go they say na language na sweet pass. This
I
one go say
know.
na language na sweet pass. No, more ojo adopt pidgin English as our national language. Because everybody don dey speak that one since. Anybody wey no sabi speak am go learn am somehow.
Mhm.
Because na market woman language. If you speak am for your company, nothing dey spoil.
Exactly.
When you reach your house, go dey speak your language. You understand? So we have a big fight. You cannot be distracted. But this one, when it is central, when it is important pass, na be this Peter Obi own. We need to give them opposition. We have now declared opposition, bumper to bumper. You want Nigeria to work, you want us to work together, your mentality has to change. Are you working for the common good, or you are working for your pocket? Which one is it? You are working with people and you are shining your eye, because not everybody is fighting for the same thing you are fighting for. They might be trying to fight alongside with you so that they can learn from you, gain your secret and run away. We don't want that.
Yeah, yeah,
You understand? So you see, say the fight big. This is the mess that has been created. And in a way, I kind of like the fact that Peter Obi did not get in when he was supposed to be honest with you. I'm looking back now, the kind of mindset this man has, he has so much empathy and sympathy. Nigerians would have taken him for granted. The same people would
Mhm.
have come out marching every day. They would have made it impossible for him to govern. But now everybody is tasting it, the suffering raw. You are eating raw pepper right now. Everybody is chopping the cane. Now, people that were once agbados, they are now repenting and coming back and saying, sorry, we did not know. At least the ones that have really given themselves brain, oh, they are coming and they
Mhm.
are apologizing, right? That's what we need. More of that is up. But right now, if tomorrow Peter Obi enter, I guarantee you, everybody will keep quiet.
Yeah. Why is their apology? The apology, when they throw money now, it's not the way this person has been shouting since I started up with it. The ones they throw small money now, everybody will go back. That's the truth.
Exactly.
These people are just
Asari
useless.
Dokubo dey cry up and down, mumu, e dey hungry, e no see money to feed the wives and the children. Person wey get how many wives and women dey try sha o. Woman just sit down one night say I love him. Hey God abeg
But
o.
but it's say but if you look at it, it's how Nigerians behave too. once
God abeg.
but
You
once
see
they
how
give,
that man looks unhealthy,
yeah,
so
but
unhealthy
you
belle.
still ask
E
the
no
question.
even dey fit
Somebody
stand
saw
up.
Tinubu and voted.
Hey
So,
God.
but somebody saw Tinubu, saw everything and still voted. So you wonder, did they not see? It's like, but sometimes money and poverty, some of those women, the state at which, a lot of factors can play into where they only see that as the option. So what can they do now? Some of them may be there under compulsion, so it's a lot of a lot of things you cannot you cannot determine. So but I think that sometimes in Nigeria it almost behaves like that too. We just it's like we have some love for bad leadership. That's why these African
No,
countries
abeg,
annoy
the
us.
people that have love for bad leadership, they are
That's why
dangerous.
these African countries these days they don't respect us anymore.
They should not respect us. In fact,
Mm,
the insult should increase. To be honest with you, we need to be severely disgraced. We need to. They need to rub us for mud. Giant in the mud. I'm telling you, if they will they talk, they need to tell us, shut up. And we need to shut up, true, because we have embarrassed the entire continent. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, we've embarked all these sayings, so when they insult us, it's intentional, it's good. It's good. It will help you realize that you gotta fix your home.
yeah,
You have to.
we have to
You
fix up.
cannot
We
leave
have to
your
fix.
home and go and be going outside to go and be talking to somebody else when your own house is smelling, it's stinking. You never wash am, you never clean am. You wan go another person house go dey run gali gali, go dey do anyhow. They go calm your body down. Who you be? Where you dey come from? Dat your smelly country with your smelly president, Baba Blue? Who be dat? We need am. All the abuse wey we dey collect now, we've earned it. I'm telling you. We earn am by ourselves because of our attitude. Look at who go open eye dey vote. See the kind person wey you vote for office. See the kind person wey Mahmood give you now. Even so
Even
tey when e
voting
go
now,
outside
it's
global affairs, people
Mahmoud
no dey
that
like to near
generated
the
him.
man. People no dey like to near the man. Dem dey distance themselves from the man. Nobody wants to be seen around him. Are you proud of that? Is it something to be proud about? Look at that. With all the expensive cloth cap wey dem go put am plus the shoe, e be like oversize. The thing still no look good. E don make bleh, no charisma, nothing. Eh?
Hmm.
Ah!
Sad,
God abeg o.
sad
We will
situation.
get there. We will get there.
Well, we're on the march to the promised land, according to our principal Peter Obi. So he said, "Let us trust, let's hope," as we continue to mount opposition. So I think that's where it is. Although it's quite unfortunate, And I see Peter Obi like a senior brother, a senior father figure.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was, if it's like that, sometimes say just leave this matter and just let them, since they like suffering, let them just stay there like that. But he's
He's an
seeing it
empath.
beyond, just that personal, that personal benefit. He wants it to benefit others. Look at a man like that. He doesn't even celebrate his birthday like normal. He doesn't do Christmas like normal. Things like that. That's how he has been doing. You know, even they give you car as a bank chairman, you reject. Ha! Oh, wow. You know, I mean, how many Nigerians do that? We see what's his name, the UBA guy. What's his name?
Elumelu.
Elumelu, they show himself now. Show himself. Elumelu is a UP guy. He just shows on
I
Twitter.
beg make dem go sit down.
But that where Elumelu was is the same way where Peter Obi was. Bank chairman, he had access to money. He can move with it. He can, if he even takes 5% and give everybody 1% of that, everybody will keep quiet. He knows the drill, but he refused to do that. So it's amazing. I just picture a man like that ruling Nigeria. In 4 years. In 4 years, we will look back and say, it's like night and day. It will be like night and
Elumelu or
day.
Tony Peter Obi.
I mean Peter Obi. Not
Okay.
Elumelu. I'm
Oh,
just saying I brought Elumelu's comparison because Elumelu is like a show boy, and Peter Obi never showed those kind of things, flashes and all that. He's not that kind of person. His
oh
personality,
yeah. No,
you know.
Peter Obi is a humble. Peter Obi is cut from a different cloth. He's a very he has humility within him. Do you
Mm,
understand? Those
mm,
kind of people that have humility and looks at life, has an understanding about life, what matters and what does not matter. He's lived long enough to know. Somebody that started making money in his teenage years, somebody that had his own house while he was. How many of us get house for university when we dey go school? How many of us
mm.
build our own house? Not be accommodation we go collect. If to say not be our parents and our uncles and aunties, some of us we for not see money take go school. We understand.
True.
This
It's true.
one dey hustle. 18,
Yeah.
19. The guy was already hustling, already made his millions, already made
Mm,
at least a million at that freaking age.
yeah.
You can't compare somebody that he's lived the life, he enjoyed it, he's seen what money is, he's seen what it can do, he understands life, he understands that look, all this is material. At the end of the day, what matters the most? This man is living like somebody who is 100 years old. He's 60,
Yeah.
but he's living like a man who's 100 years old because he's come to a point in his life when he realizes that what matters most is the impact on the
Yeah.
people, not what you have. The man wears black cloth every time, the same cloth with shoe. See the shoe he bend one for one post when I see like that.
His
Where
wife don't his
yeah.
wife don't tire for am. If you know, his wife don't tire.
And but guess what? The wife and enjoy the money. No, say the man go deck. I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. She did.
Enjoy herself. Say, okay, now you
She
know if you
even
want
she
wear one
even
cloth.
she even made sure that he built a good house in their village home.
Exactly.
But he doesn't stay in the house. He stays in the boys' quarter.
Exactly.
Can you imagine that kind of human being? So, so,
He's
so,
that kind of person, though.
so
People
if
like
that
that,
kind of
you
person
gotta
is ruling
appreciate them.
Nigeria, you know that he's not going to sign all those cars that those senators want. He won't do it. He would look at that budget. He would make sure that the cars that he gets will either be from innocence, no, the other guy, the guys in Lagos, and those ones that are produced in Nigeria. Because when you order those kind of cars, you improve your economy. People will have work. They'll have to employ many people because there's so many cars to produce. So he would have completely change governance. He will take the minimal ministers and then start bringing recovery. So because naturally the guy is a the guy is very thrifty. because he has understood money. Money is not his God. He,
Exactly.
he, he has control over it. And when a man is like
Exactly.
that, that means when he's making a decision, it is not transactional, it is
Exactly.
generational change. His decision
Exactly.
making is out of generational change. If
Mm-hmm.
is not okay, what will you get and what will I get? No.
No,
Because if he's doing that, then every time he will be shortchanging Nigeria. But,
absolutely.
but if it's about transformational change, not transactional, then he will say, okay, this money that I borrow or this thing I bring here, how many lives will it impact? He's always thinking like that. How many lives will it impact? You know, like the story he had with Bianca Ojukwu when they went overseas for a program. He was to buy a tuxedo suit of about designer suit for $3,000. He said, why will he do that? He got something for maybe 800, you know, took the balance of the money and gave Bianca to put in her kids project, in a orphanage kids project she was doing in Anambra. Not that he doesn't have the money, he has the money to buy that suit, but he said, no, I need something that is transformational. He's always thinking like that. Somebody that left Nigeria and went to Haiti that had earthquake to help out with his son. So now, when I think of this thing, it become when I listened to him as he was talking, it became emotional. I just said, you know what? I don't think Nigeria really deserve this kind of man being, you know. Like, kai, no, no. It's like, okay, we just we how this kind of thing should shut down the country and say, you know what, this is what we have decided, and that's it, you know. But we hope that we continue pressing on the opposition, and hopefully something drastic can happen according to you, that maybe 2027 before it gets there something something different will happen. I don't know what it is. So I hope I can see what you're saying. But my take is we keep opposition alive, keep his base strong, and then keep strategizing on how to really outwit these guys, you know, because of the pressure, you know, even for Baba Ahmed, you know, for him to, nobody has asked how he's doing, you know, but I believe that he connects with Peter Obi. But Baba Ahmed is facing a lot of pressure on his
Oh
business,
yeah.
on his own life, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and his family, immediate family, you know, they were not happy that he joined Peter Obi. So that kind of thing is like somebody that has been rejected by his family. So I just hope that those guys will have mental strength, you know, to keep the flag flying, because that combination is very good for Nigeria.
It is, oh, honestly. Just imagine if it was Ahmed Dati that was the presidential candidate. Hey,
No, no, by now streets don't they hot now.
yeah, everywhere go down the fire.
That he does not have
Hey,
time for too much talk.
everywhere don scatter. Hey,
That he does not have time for too much talk. As he talk now,
road man.
nobody can go and touch him now. Man touch him, you see problem. You know, if it was that in charge, nah, no, nah, we don't already guys don't the history. See, as far as the election ended,
Okay.
that is not into too much talk. You know, that is not into too much. That would have been the 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 bad force. I will use bad in good terms, but that was supposed to be the bad cop. Obi is the good cop.
I'm
that
telling you.
that
Hey,
is the person that if you do anyhow, you just see anyhow like that.
I'm telling you.
As Asari is talking like this, that will just pick him up, lock him up like that. That's what they'll be doing them. Everybody will just be coordinating themselves. That it does not have time to discuss too much.
Nope.
As soon as you're talking, it's giving you straight up. As soon as he gave Shetima, now Shetima keep quiet. Shetima cannot come and talk to him. No, Shetima want trouble. That is not into this. That is it's Obi that keeps that quiet.
I'm
Just
telling
maintain that
you.
thing, just maintain. If you leave that will injure somebody now. They they just told him, okay, now that the the judiciary has finished. Just go and talk your mind. Hey, he talk his mind.
I'm
That's what
telling
I'm
you. He said, and he was ready for Shetima. He said,
He
no,
was ready for
I want
Shetima.
to talk about, let's talk about,
Make
let's talk
Shetima
about
come out. Come
Shetima.
outside. He don't say, come outside, Shetima.
Come
Come
outside.
outside.
The man was like adamant. He said, no, let's talk about the VP Shetima.
Yeah. Call Shetima
You don't
outside.
even call her
Let's
VP.
come outside. Let's stop all this talk. Come outside. So Shetima quiet. Because
You say no
that
respond
is
to
not
her. You don't respond to her.
you don't respond. You won't try. You won't if you respond to if Shetima open his mouth, you would have been seeing more. That thing will just say, come outside.
The man say, come outside. Let's talk about
I'm
Shetima.
outside now.
That's who
Come
I want to
outside.
talk about.
That's what I want to talk about. Come outside. So that's why they went to attack his business and all that. But the next interview he will grant. I'm even waiting for his interview. Peter Obi is a gentleman.
I'm telling you.
He does like fights.
He don't like.
But that I trust that.
I mean that he go scatter table, scatter
Why?
area, break everything.
Table. And the problem is you can't beat him because Ahmed that is a very smart guy. Smart. Everything he's saying is very, you can't catch it in the law. You can't catch him with law. Because his statements are very clear. They are constitutionally right. Yeah. So you can't beat him. But he will drag you outside. Yeah. So, and Obi didn't like that one. Obi didn't like person we go drag person outside, just
I'm telling you, that one we like. We don't wait. I don't know how we want to invite our call space. That kind of guy, he go light everywhere.
He go scatter everywhere. Everywhere will be boiling. So they don't send him outside. Don't you realize that they don't allow him many interviews?
Yes.
They calm him down. They say, Joe, relax. His body is boiling. Just relax. I beg, relax. Make Obi just go.
He said no. When Nigerians are ready, they will take their country back.
Yeah, they will take their country back. Just imagine if he was yarning this after the election, just after the election. Nigeria would have boiled, though. But when you come, the person that came to talk to you just say, I most sincerely apologize. That's how Obi starts. Exactly. I most sincerely apologize.
It's my respected elder brother.
Respected brother. You just be cooling you. If you are hot, you just be cooling down. So that's the problem. Obi is a more chilled guy. So he was communicating to us, my most respected obedience. He just talk to us. But if it was that came out and say, Nigerians, take your country back. It doesn't need much again. You just put fuel on fire. Just let's take our country back. We cannot take this anymore. I think we need to shut down the place. Everywhere we would have been talking of a different thing now, but I still feel everything worked out together, Obi wanted. It's a balanced ticket for me. You need that kind of combination, the hot and cold. It balances a ticket. It makes them, okay, this is the guy that does not take rubbish. This is the guy that tries to be diplomatic, because when you are in the forefront and dealing with different presidents, different leaders, sometimes you need a diplomatic kind of guy. In certain times, you need the Trump kind of guy, That's how I see Baba Ahmed sometimes. Not really like madness like Trump, but has that kind of edge to him, that, what, if they do anyhow, drag them outside. They come outside, they need to fight. So it's good. I need to hear him again so that it motivates us. All right, my sister.
See, in fact, now you make me, I stayed 2 hours.
I know you wanted to close, but
2.5 hours.
Hope the guys were liking and,
No, they did. Actually, let me check. No, they did like, they increased the like for me. Yes, they did. Thank you guys. The like, yeah. They really did. Thank you so much, Sid. Honestly, I really
Alright.
appreciate your contributions are always on point, even though all we don't always agree. I
Please,
mean,
oh,
we can always, agree to
agree
disagree.
to disagree. Please,
Yeah.
obedience. I beg, forgive me. Oh. I know say una blood dey hot. Please.
You be our own now. Where we won't push you enter. We know get where we won't carry you. All of
I'm
us not
fully
fit put head for
obedient.
the same place now, Abi. Now for the
We're in this
common good.
together.
We must do it together. Our principal don't talk am yesterday, so we must be united. Not be so he talk.
Mhm.
We must be united. They beg us, and I think it is true. In order for us to win, we have to be united. So the
Yeah,
fact say we disagree on the nuances not mean say we not agree on the entire thing of wanting
yeah,
Nigeria to be better. So
definitely.
however way we can get there, you
We have to
understand,
get there.
whichever
Mhm.
direction that's going to take us, why not? As long as it's for the betterment of everyone, why not? I'm all for it. So thank you so much, my brother. Abeg, join me
No worries.
again. No, I really gbadun you. In
No
fact,
worries.
every
No
time
worries.
when you come now, I dey gbadun our gist well well. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
Have a
All the
wonderful
best.
night
I need
too.
to have a wonderful one. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
So guys, Gravitas, long time sis. Thank you for coming today. Yeah. Nigeria absolutely does not deserve PO. Absolutely. It's coming off like someone in an abusive relationship, and maybe if things fall apart and people suffer small, it may. Exactly. My thoughts precisely, Gravitas. Very much so. I agree with you on that one. I think that this suffering is necessary because I remember after the election, I was really hurt, and I remember waking up that morning and saying, you know what? Actually, it was at night time. I just thought to myself, I was like, maybe the suffering of Nigerians, the cup of suffering is not yet full. Maybe that's why they have to go through this. And here we are. Clearly, some Agbado people are repentant now. They are crying. Everybody's suffering. It's not one-sided anymore. All that one that Peter Obi was saying that nobody buys bread cheaper. It became true, did it not? So the suffering has to be full. But here we are. Officially, we are the opposition. Wear your belt, tighten your belt of opposition, man. Bumper to bumper. Okay? So that's what we are here. I mean, me, I know my own leg don't dey accelerator since. Me don't dey press. I just dey take my time, dey press and small, small dey come. You understand? They increase the speed, small, small. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you for spending time with me this evening. Thank you for liking. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, I really appreciate the super chat today. Oh, it really boosted me. Seriously. Thank you, Clement. Thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you, Tato. Tato, always, always, I really appreciate. Thank you. It's been a long time too. I feel like saying Happy New Year to you, Tato. Thank you, Esther. Thank you for stopping by. OJ Moa, thank you. Victory all the way. I appreciate you all. Oh. Thank you for stopping by. Oriyomi, thank you. Queen TA, thank you very much. Highly favored. Thank you. Mr. Chike, thank you very much for stopping. I appreciate you all. Kene, thank you. My village brother, thank you so much. Thank you. Have a wonderful night, everyone. And I'll see you guys on my next one. Thanks. Bye.